Let's go.
Let's go. Give me a moment.
Previously, the party raised panic attacks and turbulent mood shifts through each other's support. Ready to march in and seek mateless themselves, their path was cut short via an expressed concern for the Candlekeep's hygiene and safety, instead choosing to bequeath the maidens of Temple of Agma for help and treatment. Then Adora, the dwarf lady in charge, sees darkness between Bjork's eyes. The same
Did it stop?
Bruh?
Did it stop for some reason? Okay.
Yes.
It did
Yes.
stop.
It
Okay,
stopped. I think it
Sag.
was my net, but yeah, it
No,
stopped.
no,
yeah.
it wasn't. I'll do it again. It was my bad. I was tweaking something.
Previously, the party raised panic attacks and turbulent mood shifts through each other's support. Ready to march in and seek mateless themselves, their path was cut short via an expressed concern for the Candlekeep's hygiene and safety, instead choosing to bequeath the maidens of Temple of Agma for help and treatment. Then Adora, the dwarf lady in charge, sees darkness between Bjork's eyes, the same as Usyk, and tells them the stone seems to be some kind of conduit of the vile corruption that's spreading at large. The party ventures inside through emerald doors after a delightful conversation with Aldor, where Bjork was feeling a bit too relaxed after his own treatment with fenthric leaves. Seemingly made a friend with the harsh guy. They break inside the study room and find a book lying open on the table. Further inspection leads them to uttering of the phrase vermilion, and ever so slightly moving painting in the background opens a door that the party jumps into after touching. Inside, amidst the shrieks and cautions of voices, they meet great reader Mateless, who was spending his time petting cats. The party makes two non-humanoid friends in Cumin and Coriander, who say they have the location of another book, and almost getting picked on by an old mimic chair. Renki, who was seemingly on his way with the new friends, wasn't invited to this blood party, feels dejected, and goes back with his true friends, a man and pen.
Mr. Dejected. Renki, how are you feeling?
I like how it ended with man in pan instead of man in pain.
Wait, yeah. I was gonna look if it was my mistake.
It wasn't. It wasn't your mistake, dude.
Wait, it did not talk about the BBEG thingy.
It did. It did. It did.
Right? Sorry, I was responding to, I think, Apri. Yeah. We forgot to start the event on the Discord. But yeah, man, Mr. Dejected guy, how are you feeling? What are you doing? These guys had their kerfuffle with the old mimic chair, and yeah, what are you doing? Are you going upstairs or?
Yes, I'm going upstairs with my new buddies, Cumin and Coriander. As mentioned by our beautiful, lovely narrator for the recaps.
Yeah,
So I'm definitely doing that.
yeah. So I'll just zoom this a little. This is what cumin. Everyone can see this, right? This is what cumin and coriander look like. They are not humanoid figures, and they are like 2.5, 3 feet tall, kind of, sort of. On They are right now on your back, and one is on your shoulder. And cumin responds, "Hey, those guys fucked you over, right? Are we gonna get even? You feeling bad? Oh, shush. Don't do these things again. Let Master do his thing." And yeah,
Who was saying this? Cumin or coriander?
cumin and the first thing was cumin and then coriander. Coriander cut him off.
Okay. So I'll just look at cumin and say, yeah, man. I've never been to a party in my life. This was the first time I've seen so many people laughing in one place. Well, it sounded like many of them. They were having a good time. Well,
That's why I ask of you. If you want, we can take care of them. Easy peasy.
no. They are
I
my
mean,
new
we'll just
friends.
hide them and then lock the door. It's easy.
Wow. It seems like you have a lot of experience in locking people behind doors.
Hey, shh! Why are you going and telling him about all of our secrets? No, mister, we have never done anything like this in our entire life.
And you can
I
basically
hope
see
not.
them.
Wink, wink.
You can be yeah, you can basically see the way he's trying to cover the lie by giving his soft
Yeah,
puppy face,
yeah.
but
I
it's
can see
kind
through this, and I'm winking at him.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, you can
totally winking
basically
at him.
yeah. Yeah, so the rest of you, do
So
you catch up to
I
him
I
or
head upstairs. That's my plan.
uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're basically leading them or how is it?
Yeah. I'm leading him.
Or you're also pulling a cumin on them and basically saying that I'm leaving, but nudging them to come along with you.
Yeah. Oh,
Sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's pump the melodrama here, boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Elwyn and Dresden. Oh, sorry. I always fuck this up. Elwyn and Bjork.
Yeah, we just is it dead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mimic chair is dead.
Mm.
It was you who finished him with
Yeah,
your whip. Yeah.
yeah, but
It,
Uh,
I was saying that in character. Like, is it dead? Is it safe?
yeah, looks like it.
Hmm.
Thanks.
Well, I didn't do
Nothing
much,
came out of
but
nowhere.
yeah, I didn't do much, but I wonder what other horrors lay in wait for us. I
Yeah,
don't
this
like
whole
this place.
yeah, I'm beginning to feel the same way.
as you say this, Elwyn, the lifeless body of the mimic chair, it starts shaking up a little.
Wait, hold on. Get away from it. It's acting up again.
Yeah, I take a couple of steps back.
And it kind of regurgitates these broken fingers which you saw they were basically his teeth. Instead of the teeth, it had these fingers, and those fingers just fidget a little, move a little, and it just regurgitates a lot of hair. You can see some coagulated white colored, kind of feels like an ooze, but some jelly, kind of ooze and jelly kind of thingy. And it has a couple of clippers, it had some keys, it has some old books that are now kind of in a very bad shade. It have different metals, it has some balls, it has some bobblehead. Besides that, it also has what appears to be uh, something that has a bone structure to it, like a hand,
A
but instead of a
skeleton?
human, a skeleton, but instead of the hands that it had for teeth, this one feels not humanoid. These hands feel sort of bestial. You might guys wanna check into it with a nature or a different check, up to you.
Yeah, I'll do a nature check. Hold on.
Okay.
That's just nasty.
Very nasty. I wonder what it ate.
You mean who it ate?
Let me take a look.
I hope it's not Metalis. Oh no, he's alive. Never mind.
You don't get to talk. You're not here.
I'm screaming from the corner. Report upstairs.
You don't you like? Do you don't you like? How do I even say this, man? You're supposed to not even be aware we were fighting this, right?
No. I was at the staircase. I just heard
Okay.
loud laughing.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I'll
who was laughing?
The mimic.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
yeah, when you smashed him open and your friend Hallaster casted the spell on him.
Yeah.
Kashi, as he
Oh,
described.
yes, the spell.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Yes.
remember.
the spell.
that is why you pinned him
And
down so easily. And
exactly,
that's what I
because
heard.
he couldn't do shit. Another thing, guys, Renki, you can hear all of this, what's happening in the
I can?
door.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
also feel, besides this room, there is a strange calmness to the halls. Kind of, kind of the same emptiness and calmness that you found in the village, the village that you were passing through. Uncharacteristically, this place is very quiet. It feels like someone put you in one of those rooms which has anti sound system, basically eggshells and everything covered on the floor. So even the beating of someone's heartbeat, which is cumin and coriander next to you, you can slightly hear that.
Oh wow, it's that quiet, huh?
That
Damn.
quiet.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, what do I learn with my 18 nature check?
uh you feel, as you were trying to look at it, you were confused. This doesn't look human, this looks something more. And you're
Hmm.
trying to look into it, you feel like, huh, this is probably some beast that I know. But as you keep looking into it, you try to examine it perfectly, you realize this is a troll hand. But it's not big, it's small. So it's kind of a small, you can imagine or you can surmise this, it's probably a troll that did not grew up to be a old troll. It was like
A
a
juvenile then.
infant or a juvenile, even less
Hmm.
than a juvenile, maybe a kid or a infant sort of
Hmm.
troll. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I relay this information to Bjork. I say, this skeletal structure, it appears to be almost troll-like, but the size, it's not as big as a normal troll hand would be. Maybe a juvenile. But where
Huh.
would this thing have found a juvenile troll?
Yeah. What's a troll doing here anyway? Huh. This
Okay.
place is
Anything
just
else of
weird.
note in the regurgitated contents?
There is three keys.
Hmm.
There is one book that's very old and kind of in a very depreciated condition.
Hmm.
There is some metal pieces, there is an iron rod, there is a feel like a hinge of sorts. There is one orb that is broken, and there is couple of parchments and cloth pieces which are soiled, or how should I say it, liquefied or like coagulated with the jelly and everything.
Oh my
And
god. Hmm.
there is kind of an ooze set of gelatinous ooze liquid, jelly thingy also covered all through of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my staff and pick the keys out.
Okay.
Yeah, and
The
I'll take a rag of some sort from my backpack and like kind of clean it and hold
Great.
it up
yeah,
for
you can
inspection.
keep those. Those seem like something odd. Don't know why the mimic was eating.
Storing
keys.
more like, I'm pretty sure the one who made this mimic, like mimics are magical creatures, right? They don't come into being on their own. They are created by.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the first time facing one of these things for me. So yeah.
Hmm.
DM, a question for you.
Mhm, mhm.
I had cast detect magic little before I entered the room. Is it still up, or has it faded by now? It's a 10-minute duration.
uh is detect magic affected by combat? I don't think so, right?
No, I
No,
just want
how
to know how
long
much
did the
time is.
combat go? Is
Yeah,
what he's
yeah, how,
asking.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is
So
the
it's just
lapse
it's just
time?
it's just been 1.5 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
I would say it's still going up.
Any of those things that ping as magical?
Not really.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, cool. We'll
Yeah,
take the
that's
keys.
just a bunch of junk.
Yeah, I'm
The
examining the
keys.
keys and like what do they look like, and like is
The
like
key appears to be very normal garden variety everyday keys, nothing special.
any of the keys bigger than the others?
There is one that's bigger. There is one that is kind of broken, like the teeth are dented in, and one it feels like it has a hole in it.
Hmm.
Maybe just keep those. We don't know.
The big one might be for the front door, as is
Just keep
usually the
them.
case.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually smart. Yeah, can definitely keep those. May come in handy later.
All right, so I pick up the keys and I drop them into my backpack.
Yeah, I
Great.
look around and I'm like, there were more people in here with us, right?
Anything else of note in the room?
Uh, you see some food here, like on the dining table. There is some paintings of some guy with a twirly beard, twirly mustache, sitting with his lady next to him, and a
Hmm.
dog, which is weird because you've only seen cat here. And well, it appears to be very cool dining place. It has some cobwebs, but nothing of note,
Hmm.
unless you want to look into it. Uh,
Yeah, so I'd like to check behind like each painting, see if there's anything.
cool. Uh, make an
Can I help
investigation check.
him? Can I
Sure.
help him with this?
Yeah, you guys
Can-
can help him. As you are, Elwyn. Oh, sorry. Mm, 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 mm.
It's an at 20, sir.
Bjork, what have you
Very
done to
nice.
us?
This isn't on me. I haven't rolled yet.
No, but
Ren-pai,
you are helping me, so
Oh
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I got the at 20.
Ren-pai, in the last session, that was our first stream session. These guys, out of 33 rolls, these guys rolled 9 natural 20s and 4 natural 1s. And this guy, well, Bjork was rolling 50% of his rolls were natural 20s, like at least 4 or 5 of them. Man,
Dumb luck.
this is continuing to the rest of us, I think.
I swear.
This bodes well.
Yeah. Hallaster, as you were mentioning, oh, sorry, man, I'm so bad with names.
Bjork.
Look, as
Yeah,
you
go
were
on.
mentioning that the place is very quiet, and you heard from the background a old gruffy voice.
Wait, you're talking
Hey,
about me?
hey, hey, I need one of you. The smart guy. I need. It's more complicated than I thought. We might have to spend a lot of time here. So it's better you send your smart guy over here. I need him.
Okay.
The little guy. Come on.
Uh, I turn to
Ah,
Hallaster and I say, well, seems like he wants you.
yeah, you're the only person smart enough to understand whatever he's discussing. So if you help him, maybe we can get out of here quicker.
Hallaster comes over you, and you're like standing almost as double as him, and he's just gonna come at you and kind of hold your hand and say, "Hey, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get out of this. You look at around the paintings and do your work. Just don't beat anyone up again. I believe in you." And yeah, he's just gonna pat your hand once, and I'll go and see what the old man wants. It's probably something interesting. I really like this place. I kind of wish I could stay here and make my own place like this. But yeah, me too.
In time,
And
but for now, just take care of yourself.
ah,
Don't get too lost in the books.
you're right, but I could probably do something with this old guy. Bah, let's do something. But for now, you're right. You're probably right. And yeah, Hallaster would
Since I can clearly
do.
hear this, I'm going
Yeah,
to take an arrow to the heart and open my notebook and say that,
yeah.
okay, the group doesn't think I'm the smart.
Oh my heart.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
I was not invited to party. My party
And
thinks I'm not smart.
Sedge.
And
Oh,
you
Okay.
Renki's got issues.
Yeah, man. It's great.
You must stay strong, Renki. You must. And I close the notebook and I keep it back inside.
Okay, so Elwyn and Bjork, there are 3 paintings over here, very meticulously made. Uh, you look at one painting, there is nothing, just a painting. You go to the second place, there is nothing, just a painting. Though there is some scribbles you don't understand written over there. It kind of feels like runes, but it's hard for you to tell.
What language? I speak a lot of languages.
What languages do you speak?
Let's see. Common, Elvish, Primordial, Sylvan, and Celestial.
Oh, you do know Celestial.
There we go.
You're a
That's
linguist.
that's nice. That's nice.
Bruh.
Okay, so it's written in very amazing shorthand. It's written, "They'll come for you."
That's ominous.
Yeah, and it's written in
Um,
a celestial language. Kind
what
of,
is
yeah.
ominous? I ask Elvin.
You see the script over here, these squiggles? It says very precisely and very shortly, they will come for you. That's what it says.
Oh boy, that is ominous. What is the painting of?
Good
The
question.
painting is kind of like a hill setting. One guy, one there is one kid who's facing towards the, how should I say it? Not the painting side, but he's looking at the back. In the back, where in the corner of the eye of that guy, where he's looking at is, there are five people in the group. You can probably surmise that it's a family, and those family are not looking at the guy, or on the guy, basically the kid. They're having their own thing, much like how Renki is alone. And it's basically, yeah, one guy's looking over his shoulder and five people are there, and he's not of that group, he's just staring at there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So whatever
Kunja,
this
I
is,
just
we're not
want
done with it.
to, Kunja, I just want to, since you mentioned this hallway is like eerily quiet and
Hmm.
everything,
Yeah,
I would either do an investigation or arcana to understand like why is it so quiet.
you can do either, man. They will give you either results, up to you.
Okay, I'll naturally go for investigation. But
Yeah, make the roll. Dresden and Will, on the third book, on the third painting, you find there is a crevice inside.
Behind it.
Behind the painting there is a crevice where the book would be. There is some depression, some crevice. In that crevice there is a pouch.
I gingerly put my hand into the crevice and try to retrieve the pouch.
Okay, it appears to be something metallic, something round
I think
when you hold the
round and
pouch.
metallic. So I open the pouch and I look inside.
It appears to be a bunch of coins.
Hmm. How
Oh well,
much?
you can keep those.
That's a good question. These are some coins you don't realize. These are not golden coins, these are not silver coins, these definitely are not platinum coins and copper coins. These are in square forms with a triangular hole in between them.
Hmm.
There's, if you can count, it appears to be like around 50 coins. You can, if you want to take time, you can count them out exactly how much they are, but they appear to be around 50.
Okay, so Elwyn is like relatively well traveled, like in her search for the Mask
Sure.
of the Dawn. So she might
Hmm.
have, seen this in some country or another.
You might want to roll for it.
What
Roll
do I roll for
history.
this? History. Okay.
History. Okay, Renki,
Mhm.
you don't surmise what's happening, but the halls are very quiet. As you are pacing around very quietly, trying to look through the walls, putting your ear through the walls, your head through the walls, after about 20 seconds of time, in 20 seconds of interval, you hear a voice, a voice of something scratching, something moving, like, imagine a very bad quality cloth or a rope, let's say a rope, okay, rope, kind of struggling itself through something metallic. That scratchy voice, instead of the nails on a plate, it's like a rope on a plate, or cloth on a plate. It creates that vibration that's
Hmm.
very annoying, but yeah, you hear that after every 20 seconds or so. Yeah, when
So
you have no idea about these,
Okay.
like, you don't know what shape this is, what era this could be, if this is something of empire, or if it's something personal, or what kind of metal it
Hmm.
is. You have no idea, none whatsoever.
Perhaps the
Yeah,
mage will know more about this.
perhaps.
Yeah, but for
Sure.
now, let's just keep it.
Yeah.
So I
Uh,
take I take one coin out of the pouch and I put the like remaining the things in the pouch and I put the pouch in my backpack.
Great.
I'm holding one
uh
coin in my hand.
Definitely. Okay, so yeah, guys, that's what you find. Are we sticking to this room, or are we going to Renki now?
Yeah, let's head
Oh,
out.
we don't know where Renki is. I
You
looked
know,
around and I'm
you
like,
you kind of know. You saw some steps going upstairs, so you have a general idea that he's upstairs.
oh, okay, cool. So maybe
Yeah.
we should just
Yeah.
go find Renki
Before
then.
going upstairs, I would like to try the big key in the front door if there is one.
Okay.
I'm,
Sure.
I'm assuming this is the front door, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, you don't know if it's the front door, but there is a door here. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I try all the keys, starting with the big
Mm,
key, of course.
cool. Yeah, the hole appears to be very small. You feel like you have to have thrice the length of the big key if you want to prod inside. But these keys appear to be very small.
Oh, the
They
keys are
don't.
small, not the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the hole is small. You need a bigger key. These appears to be very small, basically.
The hole is small. I need a bigger key. What?
Exactly. The hole is big. These keys are small. You need a bigger
Oh
key.
my God. Kunj- okay. Okay, man. Sure. Did we investigate this room?
Yep. It's just a dining room.
Okay, like just like the other one was just a living room, huh?
It's a kitchen. One's a M6. One is kitchen. The next one to it is the dining. We have all been gone through it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. If you've gone through it, then I'll go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, before that, I'll go to the mage. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Bjork is just behind Elwyn.
so I just stop here at the door and I open the door and I see the mage and I call out to him, Sir Mage, would you happen to know anything about this coin? And like I hold out the coin to show him.
I'm busy, boy. There's no time for it. We'll get back to it after we get out of this. Just let me concentrate. Uh, uh, Master Halfling, just close the door. We have so much on our hands.
As you wish. And I
And
go
he
up the
basically
stairs.
slams the door. Not in like anger or annoyance, but more,
Hurry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are going upstairs now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Make a console check.
The what now?
to console Renki that you are still friends.
Renki, we are still
Yeah.
friends, aren't we?
Yeah, Renki, how do you
So
respond? What is in your mind right now?
approach Renki, you might see these two cats weirdly looking at this blue man, literally upside down, and putting his
Why
ear
is the blue man
against,
upside down?
and literally putting his ear onto the floor next to the corner of the wall.
Okay.
My man took it literally. I love it so much.
And with his 24 perception,
Yeah.
he's going to say, "Shh,
Yeah.
I can hear something. I can hear walls."
As you take some time,
nods.
Renki, you also start to feel that the voice kind of also has a range that ranges from pain and to a little bit of, excited energy.
Pain and excited. What
Yep.
kind of emotions are these? Oh,
Yep.
well then. So then my eyes widen and I stand up, and then I take out my notebook and say the walls have sounds coming through them. And at this point, I speak aloud so Elwyn and Bjork can hear me talk.
Yeah, you're saying what you're writing, right?
I'm saying what I'm writing.
Hmm.
Kind of thinking
Is there
out loud
anything
type.
that we can see besides the passage upstairs? When he says this, can I look around in the direction of the sound which he is indicating?
Hello.
Kunja muted.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry, what was the question again? My bad.
No, when Rengi starts talking about a sound in the walls, can I take a look around in the direction of the sound that he's indicated?
Yeah, I
Sure.
would also like to.
Yeah. You look at the direction of the sound. It kind of appears to come through one of the rooms that's kind of 15 feet front right towards you, like northeast sort of
You said it's
from
a
where you are.
voice, like
Yeah,
it's speaking, right? Or is it just making inarticulate sounds?
Renki would know. You heard nothing. You heard some vague noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Renki, where is this sound coming from? This place is full of weird shit. We
It
should really
seems
be careful.
to be, by my calculations, and I lick my lips and I flip my pages and I say, by the distance of the corner of this room versus where the voice came and the ropes meeting the metal, it seems that the metal sound can only travel so and so. And I go into this huge monologue and I say, it seems to
1 second.
be north
What?
from
Megaswap, it's
here.
not. It's not actually. It's not literally ropes on metal, dude. It's a voice that has a
Ha,
scratchy
right.
undertone. Like, yeah.
Correct. So I'm just going on a monologue to describe the distance
Okay.
of where I have heard this. Okay. So then I say this monologue and it seems to be 15 feet ahead of us, and either it's a room or an empty passageway. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Bjork is going to wait patiently for you to finish your calculations, and then he's like, 15 feet. Okay. And then
Either a room or
I'll
an
move
empty passageway is
towards.
how I would describe your head, Renki.
He takes another hit to the heart, and he's like, he flips the page again, and he's like, I am an incompetent fool. It
No,
seems.
no, just joking. Just a joke between friends, because that's what
Oh,
friends do.
this is what friends do. They joke around. Got it. I'm learning so much from you, Elwyn.
All right, man.
You teach me about nature and you teach me about friendship. Ah, I love this relationship we have.
Oh my god. Why do I feel like I got the short end of this conversation?
He made you feel guilty.
Okay. Fine. Let us continue moving 15 feet in the direction of the sound.
Yeah. Bjork
Yeah,
is leading,
yeah.
I
You
guess, or is Renki leading? I forget.
uh, Dresden would come and say, "Actually, I'll be leading,"
Okay.
and yeah, he will bring out his hammers and his shield, and he would be like, "Yeah, let's find who is this," and yeah, basically he'll be on guard and he'll go.
So at
Okay,
any point while we are going closer, does the voice become clearer and like can I make out words or not?
you have no idea, man, that it's words or something. It feels like something is moving, and you can make an investigation now. Oh, but yeah, it kind of feels very muffled voice. Something moving, like
Okay.
how rats sometimes move.
Hmm.
Like rats move in night, or like cats move. Something moved. We don't know what just happened. It could
Okay.
be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't suppose that tells me anything either.
Okay, so as it just appears to be something, something going on, something moving. That's it.
Hmm.
Okay, so you go 10 feet north, you go, and then you turn to the left a little, right a little. You keep moving ahead. There appears to be a door, and it feels like the voice is kind of coming from it.
Okay. I still can't make out anything.
Now it's much better.
Okay.
Now you feel like there is some humanoid voice,
Okay. Any
yeah,
words or just inarticulate speech?
inarticulate,
Okay.
like retching, and something like that.
Hmm.
The room does seem like there's no one else or footsteps that I could hear, right? Apart from this rope
No,
against
not
metal
really.
stuff
No,
and all that. Okay,
no.
cool. Alright, so then I'm ready to go in if anybody else wants to do anything else.
Not really. So Elwyn standing back, letting the boys go first.
Yeah, Dresden is in the lead. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Letting
Yeah, I will.
Dresden take it.
I will stand guard. How about one of you open the door?
Is that what Dresden's saying?
Yeah.
Sure. Bjork is going to go up and try the door.
The door appears to be locked. It doesn't move.
Locked from the inside, is it?
Is there a keyhole I see?
There's no keyhole.
There's no keyhole.
There's no keyhole.
Bruh.
What kind of a door is this?
This seems to be a metallic door.
So
Yeah, I
like
guess.
I
Very
mm,
plain metallic door. There is no markings on it. There is no, hinges on it. There's no, pull or push sign or anything. Just a door.
okay. So I slightly push on it and like to see whether it kind of moves to and fro, which indicates that like a latch is stopping it. Like you know what I mean? Like when you push against the door, if there's a little bit of space to like in the latch, no, it'll like jiggle forward and backward, right?
It would in most doors.
This one doesn't.
This appears to be a wall, and for some place instead of wall there is a metal something. That's it.
So it's just like a metal block in the wall. That's it,
Exactly.
with no discernible features or
No,
latches or
no.
anything.
Though when you do touch it, it doesn't appear to be a block of metal. It does appear to be like something which is 1 or 2 inch in thickness.
Okay, a sheet more like.
A
Okay.
sheet more, yeah, 1.5 to 2 inches sheet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If it's only that thick, so then like I have like a glaive in my like with me. So I
Hmm.
take out the glaive and like I how to say hold it in two hands and I try to jab the sharp end like into the.
Yeah, that's not going to end well, Elwyn. It's metal. You're going to ruin your weapon. Whatever this thing is, it needs to be opened by some other means. There's no key. There is no keyhole.
Magic maybe? Can you
Can
figure it
I
out?
look around for a lever or some other sort of means of opening this door? If there's any means of opening this door,
What?
What happened?
there was someone retching. Can I knock on the door?
DM, hello?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 We couldn't hear you
Wait.
till now.
Oh man, shit! I was typing and I think my mic got USB mic got twisted a little. Sorry.
Ah,
You heard nothing?
No.
no.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, man, you can knock it, and yeah, up to you. You can roleplay this. How do you wanna knock in like what way? Just a
When
tap?
Bjork says
Yeah,
that
no,
this
it's
might be
it's
a
a
little.
firm 3 knocks.
Okay. Okay, tap, tap, tap.
What?
You,
What
you
was
Will
hear
let
that?
us in?
you hear exactly that kind of voice.
Wow, okay. I'm going to use my tinkering tools to
Uh-huh.
actually figure out what can be done here.
Okay. Uh, okay, make a tinkering check for me. That's
What would you do for tinkering?
wait, let me see what kind of tinkering tool you have in your sheet. Can you tell me if it's okay?
I have Tinker's tool,
Okay.
which let me open. It basically has a lot of chisels and hammers and
You have tinkers, thieves, and calligraphers. Okay,
yeah,
cool. So yeah, I'm allowing tinkers to work both strength-wise and dex-wise. You can choose whatever because it's the application that counts. So I would say in this moment, strength would be applied. Oh, sorry, dexterity would be applied. You're trying to perceive through your tools what is the best way to open.
sure.
If you might jar it or break it, so use dex. So just a d20 plus dex plus proficiency will add whatever that is to. So make it just a general dex check,
Yeah.
which you are proficient in. Yeah, d20 plus dex
Why is
plus
it?
2.
Oh, that's
Okay,
18.
so that's a dex check 18, right? So that would be 20, right? I think, yeah. 15, 5. Yeah, that's a 20. Yeah, man. You put your tinkering tools and there is a little bit of chisel, there's a little bit of hammer. You try to perceive where you think is the hinges. You're trying to ascertain, you have some idea how things work. You have spent a lot of time in workshop, so you're trying to ascertain where you might imagine on the other side the hinges of this would be. So you are trying to
tap it, and after a little bit of clinking, you know where exactly this is. So you pull out your screwdriver or something, and you kind of try to puncture it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so how I would say is, you make a hole in the sheet of wall, and it kind of now opens up a little bit, and now you guys can use your thieves tools or whatever to basically, now you have like a 1.5 inch hole in the wall. You can
And
look into it, or you can do other applications to basically open the door now.
so
But for the most part, yeah.
I look
Well,
into
I was
the
basically
hole.
trying this, but with a glaive.
Yeah.
Oh,
She said like Elwyn saying that in character.
oh,
Yeah, for you it was a little hard because you were just trying to puncture it wall.
Hmm.
He mechanically knew where would be the weak point of it is
I
Okay,
the
fair
I'm
enough.
hinges,
just going
and
to look
basically
at Elwyn and I'll say, well, it would seem that no cautious is no caution is put here. Could have been a trap, Elwyn. And then I open my
Hmm.
notebook again. I'm I think I'm smart enough now. Maybe I
hmm.
must have impressed him. I'm not sure. And I close the book again and I look into the hole. Can I see
Yeah.
is there a locking mechanism or something?
As you were trying to look into the hole,
I
I
die.
would like for you to man,
Okay.
as you try as you're trying to look through the hole, your friend Coriander just comes in front of you and says, "Boss man, you're doing a great job. I knew you could do it." And then Cumin comes and slaps him. Just let the boss do work. Get aside, you damn fool. And as you let that charade happen, you can bend down. You
I
can
love
see.
this self-esteem boosting, calling me boss and all. I take
Yeah.
it to pride.
That. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So you are trying to now look through the hole.
Yeah, I'm looking through the hole,
Okay.
trying to see if
So
there's any locking mechanism and if I need my thieves tools to basically go past this point.
it's hard for you to know from this point what the locking mechanism is, but
Hmm.
you know the makeshift of this door. You found the hinges. Now you know you kind of just have to do this once again. For what you see through the hole, you see a dark room with a little bit of candle, uh, 3 4 candles put together, and they're hovering through the air.
Covering
Through the
through the.
light that the candle produces, you can see there is a figure covered in very old rags, tied down. There is uh, he has something in his mouth, rags that's stopping him from speaking. There is something on his eyes that's stopping him from seeing, and he's basically tied and trying to move around a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to describe this scene in this way
For the
to the
sake of
others.
brevity, for the sake of brevity, guys, every time I say something like this, I would say that you characters know what's happening.
Right.
If it's something that someone is narrating or doing something, I would say you just fill them up, unless you say something in like 10 words or 20 words.
Huh.
But basically, everyone is in the moment. If they are not, and if it's not secret or something, basically you guys can fill each other in, and
Cool,
we
cool.
don't have to role play that unless you want, which is very
I want
specific
to
or small
roleplay
thing.
this and I want to say that
Cool.
so guys, I think this is a private room. It seems that somebody is blindfolded and there's a really romantic vibe going on. There's candle lights and everything. I've read this in books.
Uh,
What
Yeah.
Some
sort of books have you been reading?
Perfect romantic dates. Tied down.
Yeah, I read this book. Wait, let me show you.
Now, I don't judge, but
Elvish
that
in
does not
Paradise.
sound
Have
very.
you seen Elvish in Paradise? This is a very nice book, and you see a very, not very kinky book of elves.
like
I just raised my eyebrow at Elvin.
Elwyn turns bright red and like put that back into the put that back in your bag. What do
Oh,
you mean tied up? And like she kind of like tries to get a look through the thing as well. So yeah, do I manage to get a look, or do I, like, are you not letting me look? Hello,
Yeah, that was a question for me or Megaswap?
I'm Megaswap.
Oh, yeah, you can have a look.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, I take a look and like I see what is actually
Yeah,
going on, and
yeah.
I'm like, this is
Yeah.
there is nothing romantic about this. Open the damn door.
Oh, is that so? Okay. I thought the person was in a blanket and blindfolded, candles.
That
Okay.
happens only in books.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless someone very, very rich pays you to
So
do that.
no kinky coitus happening here. Okay. Got it.
I mean, the
Scratch
figure
that out of my checklist.
the
Now,
figure does appear to be moving in a funny way.
okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
take my
it's
thieves
for
tools and I go ahead. I just try and open this
I
door.
mean, Megaswap knows what's happening, but for Renki, it's a little bit, blurry what's happening
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Is he fidgeting in pain? If he's trying to resist, it's a little, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so make another dexterity proficiency check for me. This time to use your perfect tools to open the door.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the rest of you doing? Are you saying something or what are you doing? And
I'm just
yeah.
waiting for him to open the door.
Yeah, we're just watching
Yeah,
drink.
that's perfect, man. 18. That's perfect. Yeah. So basically, what you do is you pull this metallic string that you have with your tools, and you make a pulley out of it with your chisel. You jar it from one side, and then you use the little sliding thing. It's very light. You know how thieves' tools have. You basically
Hmm.
use that pin to basically attach it to the other side, and after one or two pushes of through that pulley and that weighting mechanism, you're able to just slide that pin into the keyhole, and yeah, it was a keyhole from the other side that now you have ka-ching, and the door opens. It's a metallic door, and it smashes on the wall. Like, you expected it to open a little, but it just, as soon as you did that, it just opened the whole 4, 5, 6 inches, and it just flung to the wall, and it creates a metallic crashing sound. And yeah, the void, for a second, 2, 3 seconds, the void basically emanates through all the hallway and the room. So it was kind of uh perceivable now noise. But yeah,
Hmm.
now you open the door and you see this figure lying there.
So okay, Elwyn would like rush forward to like how to say unbind him in however way she can.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah, you
guess
can.
I guess she uses the glaive to like
I
uh,
guess.
cut his
Yeah,
bonds and like cut the blindfold off and like
yeah,
uh how even like let's say remove the rags from his mouth. Like I guess it was stuffed in like a gag, right?
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, even remove that and like
Yeah, Bjork would help as well. Just unbinding and freeing this person.
ask him like, who are you? Were you taken prisoner?
Who are you? All of you get away! Get away from me right now!
Elvin's going to like put up both her hands and like, okay, okay, I just freed you, but
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. We're friends. We're not here to harm you. We just freed you. Are you okay? Do you need some water?
Oh, do you have water?
Yeah. And I proffer him my water skin, and yeah, I give it to him. Let him drink.
I drink the whole thing like as though it's like I've never
Yeah,
had a drink before.
exactly. Yeah.
Wow, you seem thirsty. How long have you been here?
How how I, how long? I don't know. I mean, where is this place? Uh, I remember just was it 2, 3 months? I don't know. I don't know. It's been like time lost meaning. I was there outside. It wasn't this place. There were people with me. I think 2 people. I know there was a girl with me. Well, was she an archer? And then I turned at her, and she just turned into a bunch of spiders, all crawling towards me. I don't know. It was like the world completely open, and the entire village. It was on fire for a whole 2 weeks. Uh, I looked at the moon. It was just an eye. It was a big eye, and it went forward, and it looked like it belonged to a person, and that person was eating the entire earth, and it was
Easy
happening
there.
very, very slowly.
Easy. I think you've been through a lot. Easy.
I,
Just take a minute.
I
I,
And
tried to see what the hell is up with this guy.
I don't, I don't, I, I, I'm so, I don't know.
you're
How long?
okay. You're okay. You're safe. Don't worry.
Elwyn, Bjork, Renki, you see this person, humanoid figure now with the help of Elwyn and the rest of you, put up in a better place than he was before. This like through the light of the candle, it's hard to see the details, but it's very clear to you. This isn't a human. This isn't even an elf. This appears to be a guy with red tinge, red skin, with sort of devilish features. He's got some horns. He's got nails that are 1.5 inch long now. Through his demeanor, he appears to be in shock, but you also kind of get the sense that he isn't a ragamuffin. He isn't a peasant. He isn't, just a naysayer. He is someone. Not a peasantly vibes getting from him, but yeah, you get these extreme emotions from him.
I mean, I remember about these in one of the songs. I was so alone in this universe, and I saw it. I saw the world as I was consumed from far away from where the consumer was looking, and it felt nothing. Whatever we've been through, whatever I've been through, meant nothing to this person. None of this means anything.
Easy there.
Well, you
Things
said,
always mean something.
yeah, that's the first true thing you've said all this time. None of what you said means anything.
Hmm.
DM, like,
Do you remember your name?
DM, what about my inside check? I'm trying to determine what is up with this guy. Is he just stark raving mad?
I mean,
Uh, with the natural 20, see, I see
Jeez.
Oh my
Bjork's
god.
kiss of D20s going on to everyone. Yeah.
The roll
Uh,
20 side something's wrong here.
uh, Elvin, through your expertise of living a long life, when someone is just, you have a good experience when someone is conning you, right? You have when someone is trying to sway you something, try to sell you something. uh in the same way, you also know when someone is bluffing, or someone is being stupid, or someone who feels brainwashed, or someone who feels that they are just someone who's told something, and he's just on their path. However, this person, you feel like what he's saying, he's actually is kind of true in what he's saying. From the way he's moving, from the way he's describing, it doesn't appear to be he's lying. You feel like he has gone through all those things. You can see the pain in his words, you can see the way he's shivering, and you can see in his eyes there is a longing in his eyes of something good that was once there. And really feels, looking at you, that something outwardly has happened by seeing you guys over here, which might would be your perception about him, seeing this Satan kind of figure, something with horns and something. But this is the kind of same feeling that he has in his eyes, that he's seen something that he hasn't seen in a long while, which might explain that the 2-3 months of losslessness that he had spoken about, which might be true. The way he's describing and the way he's looking, well, you kind of can put two and two. He is true. This is what he's saying. Yeah.
Hmm. Your name. Do you remember your name?
my name. In my head, I can recall my name not by myself, since I was consumed by this person into a void where names lost meaning. But I do have an image of a girl who kept calling me Victor. As a semblance, I think it was Victor Delacroix. I once heard her call. But I don't know.
Victor, then.
How did you get here? Did you touch a magical painting?
I just no. I was just in this nightmare forever. I can't, for the life of me, tell you where it started and where it ended. I can't even bring a narrow path. No.
Don't worry, it'll come back to you. Just give it some time.
All I know is
We are trying to get out of this nightmare as well. We've just been here a short while, but I think the longer we stay here, the worse it'll get. If you could help us get out of here,
okay.
we'd appreciate it.
Bjork,
Do you have? Sorry, DM, go on.
as you're saying this, we're knowing what you're saying. As you like began your sentence, midway through, something popped up in your head. You kind of feel a magical aura around generally this area where Victor is standing.
Okay. I mean, from him, it's emanating from him or the surrounding vicinity of him.
Hard to tell. If you have to put choose one, you would say it's kind of around him, not like the way he's standing, because he also moved a little. He bent down. He kind of took his arm, extended his arm to drink the water. So like he isn't just staying here for the last 2-3 minutes in just one spot. He moved couple of, but you feel like it's him around him. Confusing. It's a little bit. His rags, his everything that he's wearing, him and the thing that he's wearing, everything is giving that presence.
Is he
Both
like wearing
the
any jewelry, like an amulet or like anything?
Victor, you have this strange sensation on your chest, like under your rags and your clothes. You feel like something is tearing on your skin, kind of metallic. It kind of appears to go from your chest in like lot of ways, and it envelops your chest and upper back. Then it goes a little below near your stomach also is there, and you get the same feeling around your knees as well. Something is tightened across your skin, like something is there.
Mm. I try to like at least remove my shirt. I'm like, I don't feel. I
uh,
fall down. I fall down again. I'm like, oh no.
Easy there, easy there. I'll help him up.
Victor, I'm assuming you have in, for the lack of a better term, kind of stripped your rags, I guess the upper part at
Yeah.
least.
Yes.
uh, you, Victor, and everyone can see there are these claw marks all over him, like red claw marks, like red lines all over his chest, like at least a dozen, that goes from his upper chest to in a horizontal slash like a, how should I say it, uh like in a curly ways, like started from the left side and goes towards his chest and through his navel, like couple of lines, like dozen lines.
These are fresh wounds or old wounds?
Appear to be red. You can inspect if you want, but right now it appears to
Yes.
be.
I mean, but he's also red, right?
Yeah.
And these are redder, like as in, okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
like to inspect it. I'll at least take a look at it.
Yeah.
I'm quite close to him, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Just don't come close.
No, I'm just looking. I'm just looking. Does it hurt?
Ah! Whatever this is, it feels like it's pulling me inside in some way. Yes, it hurts.
I want to ask you, Bjork, do you touch him and do you allow him to touch you, Victor?
No, I'm not. I'm not reaching out to him. I'm just looking
Okay.
I'm
because
doing.
he's just taken off his shirt in front of me.
Exactly. Like,
I'm just trying to like identify visually.
My instinct is I'm psyched, so if anybody touches me, I'll just freak out like a bit.
yeah, yeah,
No, I can see that. I can see that he's not. He's very guarded and little disoriented.
yeah.
Since he removed his shirt, suddenly scrabbling, I'm just going to look and try to identify visually
Hmm.
whether these are wounds or just lines or paint. What is it?
They appear to be fresh.
You just
Hello?
cut off. You just cut off in middle.
Oh, oh shit.
Fresh what?
I think my mic. Yeah, they appear to be very fresh, like something that's lacerated on someone just a couple of moments ago. They feel very fresh, like how you would imagine a dog or a cat, grazing you with their claws. Just like imagine that 60 seconds ago that happened to you. That is exactly it's on his body. Like something just happened just now. Someone just grazed him with their claws just now, and it's all over his chest.
Oh, looks like you've been through some shit. Uh,
Renki, oh sorry, Ren-pai, you had this. Sorry, Victor, you had this feeling. Uh, Basically, after every couple of minutes, that something is scratching you. It just comes and goes. Sometimes you don't feel that feeling for 3 4 hours in your void as you are swooping in the void with no control of your body. Suddenly you would get this feeling, and then suddenly you have some tangible presence, and then it will take some time, and then with the pain you would feel like your essence and your presence has dissipated into the void. After a couple of moments of you just laying limbo, you would get that feeling all over again.
I don't know how to tell you. Part of me still feels like I'm in that dream where 1,000 tiny little tentacles like wrapped around me and was trying to pull me back into the void, and they just, with each effort I put to stay back, they just further grilled into my skin. I can still feel them pulling me, but I don't see them.
it's okay. It's okay. You're safe now. You're not alone anymore. Whatever this thing was is not here anymore.
I
Whatever
come
that.
to Victor and I give him my I give him my jug with some wine in it. Say that have this, it might calm your nerves.
Renki, as you were giving this to Victor, both cumin and coriander, they kind of dug their nails into your body.
Oh,
You
there.
feel the presence, like, both of them are trying to, dug their nails in you.
Okay. And I immediately wince and I say, uh, hey, what, what's happening? I know you guys like me and all, but there's a time and place to get kinky.
No, no, you shouldn't do that. Master, no. And the other can say, he's just being very polite, so I'll just be very forthright with you. Just leave the man alone. He's trouble for all of us. There's a reason he was locked inside. You get that? Don't associate yourself with him. It did not end nicely with the last guy. I sure as heck can't imagine it will turn nicely for you. And this is me very concerned for you.
And he imitates in such a way,
Master.
and he gives a look at his friend Cumin.
And I will, as a response to this, I will move up my sleeve and I will show cumin and coriander all my bolt marks and all the all the rashes
Mhm.
and scratches and everything that I've been going through. and I'll tell him that, oh no, don't worry. I'm very familiar of what, let's say, in your words, torture he might have gone through. He looks in pain. I can only empathize with him more than anything. And I go forward and I give him the wine jug.
Yeah, Victor, you see this blue colored figure like comes and with heavy deep voice he comes and very empathetically, very kindly you get this feeling from him, and he just comes and yeah, he places the thing in your hand.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, it's red wine.
Under normal pretenses, I would have like cushioned it, but I'm just way too starved of it.
Hammered.
I just like finish it all.
Yeah, a liquid is a liquid, yeah.
I'm trying to give him some alcohol to probably try to calm him down.
Yeah.
Hopefully calm him down.
I finish it.
Let's not have another Bjork incident.
Yeah, I know, man. Last episode, Bjork got high. Now this guy's going to get drunk.
So
No, I drink considerable amount of it.
oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
this is Ren-pai speaking, not Victor. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. As you're just having this talk, you get the old gruffy voice again. Hey, it's a little more complicated than I thought. Now I need someone who's very strong. Someone who could, just hold on to something really good. Bring out your strong, buffy guy. This voice is a little muffled, but you can still make out. It's the Matalis guy.
So I think he's calling Dresden, or is he calling Bjork? They both are pretty strong.
That's what you heard. That's up to you guys.
Yeah, I turn to Dresden and yeah, maybe you should check what he's talking about. We're right here. We're going nowhere.
You sure
Maybe-
you're gonna be okay with this guy? I mean, no disrespect to you, my friend, but we've already had a couple of issues where
Yeah, well, at the very
people
least,
lost themselves.
if something happens to us, you guys can get out. That's the worst case scenario.
I mean, all I'm saying is you going haywire, and now we have a new equation in the mix. This could go poorly. How about
It,
we send? How about we send these little two chumps downside? Let them help.
we could. I mean, Renki, they seem to be very attached to you.
well, as long as they can help. They've been very perceptive with me so far. What do you say, Coriander and Cumin?
No, I don't want to leave you. No. It's boring out there. All the old man duggies talk about things, this wizard and that wizard, and this institution and this library and this book and this he's working on. I don't want to have any customization with him. You deal with him.
I'll say, listen, guys. And I bring them closer to me with both my arms. And I bend
Okay,
down.
how closer? Charisma check. How closer?
Really close. Like I bring them forward with both my hands. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a hug, kind of. And I say, listen. I know you've been here for far too long. There's a whole world out there. And the sooner we get this done, we can get out. I know it's extremely boring, but you can lock more people in many rooms. In all sorts of rooms. Not just this, poorly maintained place. But you get my drift, right? You guys can come with us. What say, huh? Help your master out?
Fine. I guess. but he's an over boring old man. And then, can we take this guy with us? He wanted to help, right? Hey, you are buff, we are not buff. We're just little small people. What are we gonna do? Come on, let's go.
Who are they talking
And
about?
yeah,
Dresden?
they're talking about Dresden now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dresden, it would make sense to maybe keep an eye on Hallaster and Metallis as well. We don't want anything getting to them either. Maybe stand guard
Okay,
there.
this is my question. Yeah, makes sense. This is my question to you, Renki.
Hmm.
Are you letting
I lost.
with
Uh,
Bjork, just Bjork, or both of them?
No, Kunj, your mic cut out. We missed a bunch of what you said. What was your
Hello, hello,
question?
hello.
Yeah, we got
Hello,
you
am I
now.
back?
yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, Renki,
Huh.
my question for you is, are you letting Cumin and Coriander go alone with Dresden or just Dresden? What's the situation here?
With Dresden, if they want him.
Okay, so both of them with Dresden, or one of them with you and one of like in what matchup?
I'll ask them actually. What would you prefer? Would one of you want to come with me and one of you hang out with them? We could split and cover ground, and you guys
I
seem to know
would.
the place.
I. We made a good friends. I could stay with you. And then Coriander speaks. Shut the hell up. No, you won't. Won't let you have all the fun. But then arguably I can also pull some shit with the old man. But I also don't want to leave you. This is a bad case of I have no idea what to do.
Okay.
Okay. How about you stay with them, and I stay with them, and then you do something, then I do something, and then we tell each other's what we did, and basically they just hug out each other, slap each other on the face, then slap each other on the hand, and yeah, the Coriander, the mean guy, goes with the Dresden, and yeah, Dresden Coriander goes, and Cumin, the cute guy, stays with you. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
And then I look at Bjork and I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "Yeah, man, I know it's rough. I, I know what it feels like to not be the strongest person here. I'm sorry, the smartest person. Uh,
Joker is very confused, and he just nods, and because he honestly it did not even register to him that
yeah,
whatever what rank he's going through.
yeah.
Um,
So
uh,
I try to empathize with him, but Bjork is not registering this. Got it, got
Definitely,
it.
and yeah, DM. So circling back to what you said earlier, the magical aura around Victor,
Mm-hmm.
emanating
Yeah.
from him. Anything in particular I can notice about it? I can focus my attention on it if I want to. I would like to do
It's
that.
bizarre. It's bizarre because the aura seems to come from his rags, and from his chains, and from the gag of clothes that the portion of cloth he had gagged in his mouth, and his blinds. And then you take a moment, it feels like the aura is moving like a river, like going from rags to chains to blinds to the gag, and then it turns toward him, goes through his chest. It's like, uh usually when you do something like this, your magical check, you get a faint ping. Right now it's like you are living, like you're swimming, and there's a flesh doing, acrobatic dance left and right, and the ping is has never been so intense for you. It's not necessarily a malevolent or evil
It's just magic.
aura. It's just something that's moving through and around him a lot. It's like instead of one pop-up ad, you have clicked the site and 50 pop-up opened at one time. You're closing one tab, two more tabs are opening, so it's a lot.
Understood. So I'm
Mhm.
going to keep my distance from Victor. But yeah, I had asked him a question uh, regarding Would you like to help us get out of here?
I mean, if helping you helps me get out of here,
I
sure.
think we can use all the help we can get right now. Yeah, but we need to know we can trust you.
I
Can
need.
we trust you?
Can I? Can we? I don't know. Firstly, if I can trust you, if you guys are good, what is happening here? I, I,
Well,
I just. What? What's happening here?
well, we just found you here, so you can trust our intentions that at least we didn't want to kill you.
Yeah, but where is here?
Oh, right.
In an
Uh,
interdimensional space.
Interdimensional space in a big mansion, like place, I'm assuming, by the number of rooms here.
Yeah, my friend would explain it better.
And decently lavish. Not sure. We have a wizard here who's might help us get out of here. And that's basically summarizes everything. And we got lost here just like you.
Okay. Slowly I'm coming to my senses, and I'm getting to feel what's in my body, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I feel finally the water I've drunk. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I just realized I didn't know what is happening, but I'm hungry. And well, I don't mean to uh, completely bypass manners at this particular point, but I really need to relieve myself. Uh, could we, do you people even at least are aware of certain landscape around here where, that might be possible?
Well, we are
Uh,
guests in this place where we hardly
well, there's
own.
outside, so
Okay, so this property doesn't belong to any of you, right?
nope.
Nope.
Absolutely.
All right, good. I go into the corner and immediately start peeing.
As you were trying to go, Victor, you get this presence latching onto you from behind. Like suddenly that you have invisible ropes that are tied to you that's stopping you from moving your place. You just get out, like try to get 2-3 steps,
Uh, I can't even.
but you are not moving.
You could
Is
have.
everything okay?
I don't know. I'm just all I thought I was doing was just to go pee, but somehow even that is not possible. I'm immobile. I cannot move, for the lack of better word.
Can
Oh,
I do
that's
an
just
Arcana check on this?
yeah. And is the other rags, the magic which I'm sensing, is it acting different now?
It's the same mesh of pings going on. The magical energy keeps to surging from the same, like I said, the rags to the
I'll
chains
describe
to
this to Renki. Renki, there's something weird going on with his rags, and I'll address Victor as well. There's something odd going on with your clothes.
I adjust my
Do you
glasses and
know?
I inspect using an Arcana check because I can't visibly see anything wrong with this mechanically.
uh arcana check how.
So I've been in this position where I've been caged, locked, probably like.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
may know in that perspective, like what kind of bindings this must be in that sense.
So you approach and touch the rags.
Sure, if that counts as inspecting, yes.
So as you kind of try to see what's going on, you approach this guy, Victor. Uh, you get a little twinkle, like as you are trying to look around and come near him. The light is, like I said, very shallow, very small, but you get a little twinkling present from his rags.
Bjork, you're definitely onto something here. There's something happening in the rags, most definitely.
Yeah, there's something that's linking the rags to him. I can sense the magical energy that's surging through him, gathering him together with those rags. I don't know what it is. Honestly, the Hallaster would be better at this. I just have an instinct for these things. I don't know what it is, but I can see it.
I did a 20 Arcana check. Does that tell me anything?
So I describe it as best I can. Whatever the color or the direction that I see it, the swimming thing. I describe it as best I can to Renki.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Renki, not really. You don't understand what's going on. For
Okay.
the most part, this is like something that you haven't come across. But
Okay.
as you spend time, you kind of get this feeling like you used to create a magical harness back in the day. You know, like there are some chemicals that increase the presence of magical, like, as a tinkerer, a lot of people come by silver swords because they are effective for a certain kind of people, for certain to combat a certain kind of beasts or monsters.
Hmm.
In the same way, there are a lot of other items which kind of increase the affinity of to deal harm or to basically take that away from them. These kind of things exist. So as you are staring there clueless to what this is, this thought come into your mind that it kind of is shielding in some way, like how you would in your tech, like you would have a very volatile magical item and you would try to use the magic to control its volatility. In the same sense, like as you inspect these rags, you get the feeling that the rags which are shimmering in like very familiar way, they're kind of also leeching on through the magical energy that's around here.
Well, I'll just say this to Bjork and Elwyn that seems that there is something that is particularly locking this red fellow here, specifically made for him, as far as I can tell. Do you want to try destroying the rag? Seems like an
Yeah,
option.
yeah, but if he was tethered here by such powerful magic, should we be releasing him?
More importantly, you want me to walk across the entire place but naked?
I'm sure we can find a spare set of clothes for you somewhere here. That's not my question. Why were you tethered here by such powerful magic?
I mean, I don't know. For all I know, like I was just paralyzed. I couldn't move a single part of my body. I can't explain it. I can only attribute it to that thing that was consuming all of us. A power beyond many comprehension. I think it's still here. There's still trace amounts of it. Whatever it is, it's not of this world, not of any world, anywhere.
This
I
comes
turn
as
to Elwyn and ask her, what do you think?
Elwyn.
Elwyn? Okay, looks like Elwyn is AFK.
Did Araknyd.
Yeah. Hello?
Hey,
Yeah, I
Elwyn.
went to
Yeah.
get some water. Sorry.
Okay. No. Just saying that. What do you think we should do about
About?
this entire situation with our friend Victor here?
Yeah. Last I heard, he was restrained by some magic, right? What happened after that?
Oh, wait, how much did you miss?
I don't know. Last 2-3 minutes, I
Okay.
guess.
Basically, his rags are constraining him to this place as he couldn't move beyond a point when he wanted to relieve himself in the corner.
Hmm. Well, if the rags are restraining him, I say off with his rags.
And then as
But there were,
Elwyn
he was
says this, I do not even flinch. I take my burning green axe and I burn his clothes.
yeah, Bjork is still having a moral dilemma inside, but yeah, Renki's done what he has to do.
Okay.
Let me
Stand
be
still.
clear, Renki. What you do is you snatch the rags off of him,
Okay.
right? The one he kind of dropped, and the other ones also, and then you set fire to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what happens is the moment he sets fire, it like again, like I get massive trigger because in my nightmares, it's like just
Mhm.
all I've been imagining is hellish fires, right? No, keep it away. I go back to the corner. I try to go back to the corner as far away from the fire.
You've obviously distressed him. You didn't have to burn the clothes, you just had to take them off.
Oh. But I thought it was restraining him, so I better destroy it. Better it not used against us by any means.
Well, I don't know. Just talk it over with him.
Don't worry. He wanted to pee anyway. Might piss himself better.
I think I
Yeah.
kind of
So
did.
in the corner, it's like burning now. Yeah. It's catching on flame like really good. Like you would expect a rag to just have 2 or 3 inches size of, how should I say it, length of fire. It's like you burnt a bushel of crops. Like it's taking the fire pretty intensely.
Oh, damn. This was some strong magic that held you here.
Is
Yeah,
it gone now?
Bjork has dug through his inventory at this point and is taken off a set of traveler's clothes, and he's handing it to Victor at this point. They're way too large for you because Bjork is 7.5 feet tall, but the cloak will at least keep you warm.
Okay.
Ren-pai and Araknyd, please rename your name to game name, character name first, and then your your real name, like
The
Araknyd or
what now?
Ren-pai.
We're on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Just so it's clear for everyone, Victor has done the opposite, so everyone's on the same page. Yeah. Arachnid, you had some question. I mean, yeah, Elwyn, like when I said the burning thing, you said something.
No, I didn't say anything.
I think that was
I
Bjork.
think you did.
No,
No,
you asked
before
if it was
Bjork
done.
said,
If
Oh
the
yeah.
magic was
So
done.
like, is he free now? Is he still restrained or what?
Yeah, I'd be
yeah,
able to
okay.
see if he was or not. By the way.
Yeah, he feel like, yeah, Victor, as you remove the 2 layers of rags from you, the torso and everything, uh, for a lack of better term, you feel free. You feel a lot of weight has been taken away from you. Like your distress, your pain, I would say 80% of your stress and anxiety, and your I can't believe this is happening to me, if this is real. As you take on the robes, like about 90% of those just goes away. Like it's like you got the feeling of vertigo for a moment, and then contrastly next moment you're like, hey, I'm normal. It's like I am sitting in a tavern, but instead of having fun with the lovely barmaid, I'm just standing here naked with some guys in the dark room.
So it's gonna
you
be like
feel pretty you feel pretty normal, but you just can't explain this weird feeling that you had before. For the most part, you feel okay.
right. So
Yeah.
I look at my hands and they're like they slowly stop tremoring, like and they calm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
And you also take a look at your chest and your hands, the lesions that you had, the lacerations that you had, they kind of quickly, they kind of just goes away.
okay. And
It has a burning sensation, like how you would cut your hand or like someone would whip you really hard. You get a sensation of pain really, really fast, but then it goes away. Yeah.
right. And I will look around and I'm like, I feel all right. And I look to everybody. I'm like, well, that was quite dramatic, wasn't it? Oh, are those clothes for me? Mm, thank
Yeah,
you.
and it's like super huge
Mm.
traveler's cloaks. Yeah,
Oh, thank you. Well, oversized fittings are usually in trend. I heard in certain towns somewhere. It kind of goes with the androgyny fashion. I take. I take it.
you're welcome.
Elvin's just looking at him with a blank face, like his demeanor from before and his demeanor now are like two different people. And
Yeah.
uh, well, that was all it took, I guess.
Well, uh, for lack of better words, I am hugely grateful to you, fine folks. I would continue this discussion, but first, I'm gonna continue what I really wanted to do, which is relieve myself. Let me take that particular corner for myself. All right, I'll be back. Just a second.
Take your time.
While
Elvin kind of like
Victor.
Elvin turns and like walks out of the room.
while he does this,
Sure.
I look at Coriander, open Elvish Paradise, and I show him that look here. He mentioned about tentacles harming him and everything. So look at this red tiefling being and this dialogue saying, "Take me to hell and back, demon." Uh, Seems pretty similar to me. Uh, these candles and this everything was pretty kinky. I'm pretty sure. What do you think, Coriander?
How could you do that to me? He gives you that look.
Oh, oh, you don't like tentacles? Okay, okay. Wait, let me switch the pages and then I
Why
open.
would you say that? Why? My name is Cumin. How could you?
Oh, you look so
I'm
similar.
I'm
Cat
clearly
faces.
the smarter one. I'm clearly the more better looking one. I'm clearly the one who's spending more time with you. How could you?
Oh, I'm sorry, human. We've just met. I'm
And
very
the
bad with names.
exactly the same kind of emotions that you had, not dejected
Yeah,
and all. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
he's just
yeah.
going to go that's do imitate the same thing. You don't
Yeah.
know if it's imitating or if he's actually in that phase,
Okay.
but yeah, he's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
just
Perfect.
this time he's gonna perch on the shoulder of Victor, and just he's gonna, put a depressing face, and just, his basically his head in his hands and just looking at the ground. No, basically. Yeah. Victor, as you are relieving yourself, you get this feeling that appears to be leather. Like you have touched a lot of people and a lot of races and a lot of what I'm going with this. This doesn't appear to be anything like you've ever met. Someone of your renown, someone who has met a lot of people, someone who has been a lot of places. Even for you, this is bizarre. This, instead of a contact with a human skin or a humanoid skin, like, this appears to be leather. Like,
And
wickedly, this appears to be something non-humanoid but talking with feelings, but it appears to have a leathery feeling to it, something that the others, I guess, Megaswap did not took notice of. But now that he's sitting on you, maybe in that position, or like his demeanor, his skin appears to be kind of weird, bizarre,
who's?
leathery. uh okay, so this figure 2 3, uh yeah, do you see it now on the map? This figure,
Ah,
it's a 2 3 feet tall thingy that's hovering in the air, jumping and hovering in the air. Yeah, For the
Okay.
most part, you saw him latching onto the shoulders and back of your blue friend Renki, but now he took a little jump and then he hovers for a moment and then he lands on your shoulder. And yeah, he has a very depressive demeanor to him in the current moment,
And I'm like,
and he just sits.
and I observe him. No, okay, and what little dirt has tainted my eye now? I swear you could have just put the drapes back on me. What is this thing? Hello,
Uh,
Yeah, man.
do you speak?
What is this exactly?
okay, so Cumin doesn't say anything. Fine. I'll go to him. I'll go to Victor and say that.
No
No.
reply.
I'll go to Victor and I
Mm-hmm.
will snatch Cumin from him and literally bury my face in him. No, don't be so disheartened. It was an honest mistake. I know how you feel.
And I'm just staring at them and I'm like, wow, you you people might have issues. And
No, you have issues. We have
okay.
love.
All right. Anyway, I moved towards Elwyn and I'm like, well, I could feel it was you who took good trust in me. And
Elvin's actually like outside the room waiting for you to finish pee.
sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Okay. So
It's
yeah,
very,
let's just say Elvin
it's very
called out.
perceivable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. She figured out you're done with your business, and
yeah.
she's
Can
walked in.
hear, yeah.
And I go back and square up to everybody when I'm like, well, uh, can't say I generally do feel glad when there are many people around, but I am hella glad that I got to see you guys and you rescued me. Um, I'm afraid we haven't met before, and I don't know who your names are.
Mm. Well, you can call me Elvin, and I'm currently looking for a way out of this, whatever this place is.
This marriage I have with this other guy who I have 300 sons with.
Bruh.
Or is it brothers? I always forget.
No, we don't bring in previous episodes canon into this episode.
Uh-huh. Elwyn. Elwyn. I didn't know you kind had a sense of humor with the names and puns, but yeah, it rolls. Anyway,
That was not in character, by the way. The 300 sun stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that was DM talking. That was obviously DM talking. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, man.
I'm going
This
to.
guy.
Sorry, DM, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. Yeah, go ahead. Introduce ourselves if you
Yeah,
want. Yeah.
so I like extend my hand. Bjork. Yeah, looks like we're in the same mess as you. Although we're a little.
You can, guys, you can describe your
Yeah,
character like a little, or
was
like
about to.
how you.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, you Bjork is a furbolg, light bluish gray skin, thick bushy red beard that comes down to my mid chest. Again, hair tied back. Again, a dusty red, reddish brown hair and beard tied back. Wearing very earthy tone green tunic with a cloak. Fairly well worn, very calloused, workman's hands. Again, taller, much taller than I'm guessing you. 7.5 feet tall.
Hmm.
Well, pleasure to meet you. I for a second. Oh, it's coming to me now. Well, it is strange that I myself took a while to know who I was. I mean, my name might have been spread far and wide. You may have heard songs composed by me, all the latest hits. My name is Victor Delacroix, famous bard. You may have heard of me.
Can I roll something to see if I've heard of
Yeah,
this guy
have you
actually?
heard of him?
You can make a history check, guys. Yeah, absolutely. Anyone you want, like all three of you, you can definitely make history checks.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Renki and Bjork.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Uh, okay, I'll start with Bjork. Yeah, Bjork, you vaguely remember this this theater kind of trope that had a red colored charismatic person in charge. They would go around with their theater in different towns and perform there. You have heard a lot that there existed a trope in the same sense for the last 15 years.
Hmm.
You don't know if it's the same guy or if he was ever aligned with it, but you do recall a story of this similar guy. Uh,
Got it.
Elwyn, you
Yeah.
have heard about the same, but also you know that that guy suddenly the theater trope disappeared for a moment, for at a time, and then it just went away.
Hmm.
You also know that the same theater trope did not had one people but multiple people. You might think that maybe he was part of there, but yeah, they did not have one leader. The leaders, the man in charge kept on changing after time and time, but the way you remember it, you and Beok, you have 20% credibility with what the guy is saying.
Hmm.
uh
Okay.
Renk, Renki, as this guy talks, it just reminds you of back in the day when you and your mentor used to go and have fun. After 14, 20 days, you would go out with your mentor once a day where he would try to, show you around. And you have once gone to a place and it vaguely it vaguely had the same composition, but you also remember that none of those people were humans or humanoids. They were imps and devils and stone devils and bone devils. And how they would end their act is by sort of burning something on a, like putting something on a spike, like how like how Jesus was put on a cross, right?
So,
So they would put someone on, someone they don't agree with on a cross like that, and then they burn it, and then about 50 people would just laugh.
That sounds very Rakdos.
oh my. So, I'll
Obviously, this
just.
guy appears to be humanoid and not devilish, but you do remember this, and it's hard to forget that now. Is
Okay.
it the same person? Is he part of the group? What's going on? But you do have this, intense memory. It's nostalgia. It's kind of fear. It's kind of brings a little memory about your patron, your mentee. But yeah,
Hmm.
Well, I heard something in an inn once about a traveling troupe that disappeared, which was described as having someone similar to you as part of it. Now that I think about it.
Well, pleasure to meet your acquaintance. You have met the story in the flesh.
Oh, I see. Okay, so when you look at Elvin, you see like how to say, near about 5'9" ish Elven woman, and she has silver hair, and she is like, okay, dude, you don't have to do that, man. Yeah.
5'9".
So, she's wearing nondescript clothes, but regardless, you can see she's like very pretty, and yeah, and like she's looking at you with kind of like a mixture of how to say, curiosity and like I don't know, like I want to get away from this guy kind of look.
Well, you have met the legend in the flesh. Now you can have these stories told to your kind, Although, in my experience, I don't think I've seen a lot of good treatment from your kind towards us, but nevertheless, our stories are very hard to, resist.
Well, I'm not one to, like, how to say, judge a book by its cover, or like, just take a dislike to someone just because of who they are, with certain exceptions. But yeah, like, so what, like, the last time I asked you what your story was, you were just babbling all over the place. So I hope you can give us a clearer picture now of how you came to be here.
Well, I'm afraid I can't tell you certain things, but much of how it remains from where I got to from that place to here still remains a blur. But I do remember I was with a troupe before. Not a performance troupe. I had broken up with that long ago, which is a long story. I'll get into that some other day. But no. This was a troupe with a few warriors, and I didn't much take to kind. They just came and they died, and they came a long way. But there was a particular girl who I think was the only girl person I was attached to, and she wanted to go somewhere with as a part of her quest because it had something to do with the family. And I remember I something told me that I needed to help her.
Right.
And well, it wasn't an easy story, but I walked through all these places, and just to make by, I performed in local inns for money. Um, I wasn't initially met with the best response because while people have heard my name, they did not know that I was a tiefling. Uh, and when you act, the phrase goes well. You never want to meet the stars, but it turned out pretty bad for me. I was called demon spawns, gargoyles, goat face, freaks, what
Hmm.
what have you. But those were the names termed to me. But once I played my performance, everybody was silent. We made enough money. We moved from town to town. And then we reached this one particular place, which was enchanted by magic. And the girl just went forward. And I remember chasing after her. I went there. And then I was here.
Do you
It's
recall a painting of any sort?
a painting. Should I do a memory check or should I just.
Yeah, you can make a history check, buddy. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
okay. So this is dumb, but I've forgotten all of this. How do I do my history check?
Uh,
I
you
just
have
slash
your character sheet
2020.
with you, right?
Huh?
You have character sheet open, right?
Yeah, I have my character sheet open.
Look at the left side. There is left side to a little bottom. There will be a huge box with 10, 15 words written all over it,
See,
right?
the thing is, I pressed on my character right here, and it just says bio and info. I can't see the character sheet or anything. Is it not?
It's just wait, my bad. This is on me, buddy. I
Yeah,
had just given you in players, I guess players general, but not in the access to edit.
yeah, that's
My
sort of
bad. It
fine.
can be edited and controlled by, yeah. Can you see it now?
Yeah,
Um,
next to bio and info, there should be character sheet.
yeah, now I can see it. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
wondering. I
I guess when I clicked that, I did not save it or just double clicked it. My bad.
that's okay. That's okay. Right.
Yeah.
Uh, I do a history check.
Good job, buddy.
Is that a natural 20?
Yeah.
Welcome to the group.
Wow.
I am telling you something is happening, Bjork. You son
Something
of
is
a gun. What
weird.
did you do?
Well, I've done
Something is
nothing.
weird. This is what it looks like. Just a little bit in rack clothes, beaten up, not beaten up, but muddy and tired, and how you are when you are fucked up in a
Mm-hmm.
place. This is what Delacroix looks like. See, I'm telling you, natural 1 and the natural 20. This is our this is our normal now, guys. Learn to live with it.
Let's stop using dice altogether. This is
We
coins
deal
now.
in
It's just fun.
extremes.
Yeah. Why did you use the history check again? Sorry, I have to reform my thoughts again.
He said something about painting, and I'm trying to recollect.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Right. You remember exactly the number of paintings you've seen. That's 1,243 paintings. The way that he's described the paintings, you remember exactly six paintings that you've seen, something like that. And exactly out of these six paintings, there were two paintings that were exactly the way he described, and they also moved in the way that he describes to you. But you have only heard about those in some aristocrat's house that you have never met personally.
Right.
People talk about these things, and you have heard a lot about these things, and you have heard about them, but you have not personally seen them. But you do know that something like this exists. Yeah.
What was it you
Wha-
said about that painting again?
Well,
How?
I was saying it basically looked like it was moving. There was a door which looked like it was closing, and then we touched the painting, and then we were here.
Hmm. Hmm.
I was asking if something similar happened to you,
Well,
your friend, the
funny
lady.
you mention it. My memory isn't exactly the best right now. It is a little hazy, but I can remember about 1,243 paintings in that hazy memory. It's not big, but I do remember about six paintings similar to this. And they were moving. Yeah, there were two paintings that moved in the exact description that you mentioned, and I do remember they are uh, in polar opposite regions of that particular city where this aristocrat lived. Now that name is unfamiliar to me, but I know I was performing at an auction where these two copies exactly were sold. One was a fake, I could tell with my eyes, and the other was real. And I could see that this was an illegal auction that was happening, and people were trying to, uh, smuggle the fake one and hit the real one. The fake one is probably in some lavish apartment right now, but the real one, huh, that belonged to a huge kingpin aristocrat. Yeah, that might be
And
the one you were looking for. And nothing more. I'm sorry, I couldn't be more help for you. If I could only,
Victor,
if I could only just
as
be
you're
a voice.
thinking about it, it was not coming to you. But now that you have spoken these words, like the word is on the tip of your tongue, and as you're just trying to guess, the word just comes. Oh, I think it was the crime syndicate Zentarum that were involved in that deal.
Yeah, it was.
The
Uh, it's coming to my mind. It was. I remember when I was meditating. I mean, I was. I went to this meditation class. What was it? And it rhymed with that. What was Zen?
Zentarum.
Zen. Ah, yes, yes.
Hmm.
I was the crime syndicate Zentarum. That. That
I've
is.
heard of him.
Uh, Delacroix, you remember your clash with the Zentarum too, with the woman and the guy with the flying snake, and basically those elephants and those horses and those 15 people that you had a clash with.
Oh.
Those were the Zentarum too. So you had two very different kind of meetings with them.
Oh.
One kind of lawful criminal, one very outright trying to grasp whatever they can
uh,
in that, if you vaguely remember.
DM, is the Zentarum also the one that like is the Zentarum the group like that Aldor
Yeah,
mentioned in connection with my mask?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Why are you interested in that painting?
Well, that particular painting is what we touched to get into this house.
Oh,
And
well.
do you always Do you always speak like 1,000 words instead of saying no, or is it just this time?
Well, I'm particularly not one of the wordy parts, but no, I speak quite succinctly, don't you think?
Sure.
I thought so too. But anyway, this is not good. Center means is bad business. I've had, trust me, I've had very unpleasant experiences with them.
As he
Yeah,
says unpleasant experiences, I'm going to go crying with Human in my arms and give my awkward hug and squish Human in between us and say, "Look at him! So much chivalry trying to help a girl. Oh my god, he must be good, guys. He must be good. So much chivalry he has. And myself,
Amba
Renki."
from
I am having a flashback in my mind, and I remember I had tried several times to sell her off to slavery, but I'm not letting that out. And I'm like,
Okay, well then, let's go with this then. So much chivalry indeed.
Truly a chivalrous man.
truly,
Elwyn.
completely.
Elwyn, as Victor says that accounts his details, you can see there is something truthness to him, and you also know you can trust him because he's level 3 and you are level 2.
Bruh.
Hmm.
Nice. So yeah,
I mean, he's
I
more experienced. You can see.
Sure, man.
I continue to
So
hug him like this, and then so Victor, you as of now, with whatever interaction you had with Renki, it is more obvious to you than now that Renki lacks, you know, any social experience.
hmm,
So he only tries his best to uh, learn as he goes.
right,
So this is very obvious to you at this point.
right. And you will also have to know that, like, since I'm a tiefling who has, like, well, my body odor is strong with burn and ashes and everything, and just the fact that I haven't had a bath in a long time, it will completely overpower your senses as well.
No, don't worry. I have been through worse.
Okay,
This is like home to me.
right.
Smell of burning, huh?
Obviously,
Yes, we lived in a
Renki, you
lab for all my
obviously
life.
have.
So sense of burning is very common to me.
Well, that body odor be my fiery passion for the
Of
lovely
course.
craft of arts, friends.
I know, I know. I see it all in this Elvish Paradise book. Your kind has
Oh
so
my
much
god.
passion. You have so
Renki,
much
as
Well,
passion.
Victor mentions the part about his possible stench that coming from him. You feel like, yeah, he's this guy who has had one bad day. His face looks very tired, but objectively, other things seems okay. The lesions are gone, and with that, talking to you, you feel like how a wilted flower is brought back to its normalcy. This is what you feel with Victor right now. His face, which was very tired, and there were lines and marks under his skin, very papped and cut lips and dry skin. He's like washed himself up. He's drink some water. For the most part, he feels better, and he doesn't appear to have that stench or whatever. You do really believe that he's had one bad day, the way he is in right now. That's it.
So I just hold him on his shoulders and I say, "Well," and then as I hold you by the shoulders, Victor, you can clearly see now that I'm slightly closer than normal and you're more level-headed. You can see
hmm,
Renki's on his body. There are various marks, like burns, lesion, and on his forearms there are like bolt holes, really huge bolt holes in his
right.
forearms. And as if he was, chained or something, and that's where the bolts and all would to restrain him would have been
Right.
penetrated through his arms. So that's where you see, and then you see a humanoid figure which is blue in skin, nothing like you've seen before. It's a very odd color to have as a human, and the
Right.
only skin color you see is below my nose, and I have glasses on.
Right.
That's basically it.
I'll be like, I look at all that and I'm like, looks like you have been on your own adventures, my friend. Firstly, what a peculiar color of that skin. I mean, I'm not complaining. I think we complement each other well. I am the smart and smashing bard in red, and you, the. Mm, mm, mm,
I perk up as he says this, expecting something nice.
you, the.
Go on.
The. The rather
Yes.
bubbly, affectionate person in blue. It's a good contrast.
Affectionate,
Yeah.
but not smart.
Uh,
You see him open his notebook again. I have been let down by one more friend. Possibly.
well, as they say, smarts and wisdoms appear in many different forms, Uh, I see you more as an emotionally intelligent person. Do you not see yourself as a more emotionally intelligent person? Should I do a charisma check?
Sure. I'll accept it. You did a charisma save. Oh, but it's fine. So yeah, listening to this, Renki is like, he seems to have redeemed himself. I'm glad to have a friend like him, just like Elwyn, to crack a joke and then take it back. I love it. I love these new friends that I have. And you hear me say this out loud as I'm writing this in my notebook, and I keep it to myself. So yeah, I believe that's so. I mean, red and blue color go hand in hand. Perfect contrast. I totally believe you.
I go to Elwyn and I try to whisper. I'm assuming this guy does not get metaphors.
Well, he's the bookish kind. It's fine.
Okay. Understood. And I get the whole scenario.
I'd like to look around while they are having this conversation.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can hear.
Okay, Elvin, as you heard this whisper coming from Victor, you get another whisper coming from the opposite direction, from the behind, and it says, "The gate is open. Go through the gate. It's dangerous, but there's something behind the gate that you like."
The gate? What gate? Who said that? And like I turn around and look for the source of the whisper.
And I'm like, the gate? What gate? Who said that?
Wait, you
Renki,
heard that too?
I was like, gate? What gate? Who
I
said
was
that?
just like mirroring you. Like, because I you said
Renki, you also hear the same voice.
Yeah, I hear the same voice, and then I look at human,
Yeah.
and do you recognize this voice?
Boss man, I have no idea. This voice just keeps coming and goes. But for the most part, it doesn't disturb us. I mean, I've heard this voice 3 times today. Sometimes I don't hear that voice for 3 weeks. So, should that be a matter of concern? It doesn't disturb us though.
Interesting. 3 weeks.
Maybe it means the big gate, like over near the room Hallaster is in right now.
Could be anything.
We
But in
should
this room,
go check.
is there anything else in this room besides the table he was trapped on?
This room legit has nothing.
Okay, so
Wow,
there are no
that's
Just,
books.
vintage
There's
just,
no
Kunjabes.
books to search for in this room. Okay.
just a dark, empty room with 4 candles hovering above you. That's it.
Yeah, we should probably get back to the search for the books. It's our best shot to get out of here. We've only got 3 so far.
Yeah, we should. I agree. And I put Cumin down, and yeah, I'm ready as when everyone is.
So I asked Victor, like, how did you come to be strapped down over there? And I pointed Cumin and what was the other one's name?
Coriander is not
Cumin,
here.
coriander.
Okay,
Coriander,
I pointed
yeah.
Cumin and I say, well, these ones seem to know you as well. Do you have any idea?
I try to again. I try to recollect, and I'm like, do I have to do some sort of a memory check again?
For this, I would say no.
Okay.
You remember when you were in a certain tavern one day,
Hmm?
you had this feeling like you were under the robes doing God knows, only you knows, whatever. You got this feeling that someone was on you. It felt like 2 babies.
Right. I mean,
That kind of.
well, memory not particularly distinct. It's coming to me now, but I remember I was in a tavern once. And I was performing one of my lesser favorite songs. I mean, the bar didn't pay me a good tab. They were just happy until I kept the folks interested, and I was not really gonna spend my best song on them, you know. But I was playing, and everything was going good. And as things go good, I keep getting into my inspired self, and I was just in the mood, and I went with this really, really good solo. And I could really feel myself. It's in these moments that I feel myself transcending my body, right? And I thought I was being lifted in the air and just gliding over everybody. It was until I realized it was actually there were two little things on my shoulders trying to lift me up. Was that you?
Hey, man, you talking to me? You talking to me? I don't
Ye-
talk to goat freaks like you.
Oh, is that so? Oh, is that so? Is good people not to your liking? I say in an intimidating tone.
I don't want to say that until you use it, but your special cantrip.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm a little rusty,
Yeah,
right? So, yeah. Where was it?
yeah, you can make a bardic. Oh, sorry, what's that called? Uh, Intimidation. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
13 is exactly what I had in mind. Yeah.
Damn.
No, I'm sorry. It's not me. It's not me. I'm sorry. Yeah, he just now looks at you with your, dark red eyes, and yeah, he's gonna back down.
Well, I was thinking at that time, I remember when I saw these two little kids, I was thinking, damn, I am hungry and they would make a good meal. And I am hungry right now.
Oh no, mister, no, 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 it wasn't us. We were born here and we have never left this place. We have never went out. We would never do anything to you. Trust me.
I get. So, what is the deal with you people?
What do you mean, we people? As someone who is you and your redness, you should not talk to me like this.
I did not mean any offense. I was just asking what's the deal
Yeah,
with.
only I can use racial slurs on you because I'm small and weak. But you're strong, so you should not. That's not your weapon. It's weapon for the weak. He gives you that sly look, and then he looks at Renki and like tries to pretend, yeah, nothing is happening. He's being very sweet. Yeah.
I'm like, I look at I look at Elwyn and Reggie. I'm like, that he really thought he said something smart, didn't he?
I don't know. You seem to think the same to something same.
Victor, you also remember just couple of moments ago that this guy was on your shoulders.
Right.
So this person appears to be a little heavy than the other two things that you had. But maybe it's been some time. Maybe this guy grew up or whatever. Uh, you're uncertain if you can trust what he said or not for now.
Mm. You
The things
s-
that were on you, they were kind of lighter than this one.
right. You say you haven't been out of here. That's what you say, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now this is weird. I don't. Something doesn't seem right with you. I don't believe what I say, but those two things were lighter, and I was waiting for somebody to like interrupt, but okay. Uh, I ask him again, like very very carefully, like in a persuasion. Hang on, what is this check here? I'm sorry, I'm very rusty with this, but
No worries, no
Yeah,
worries.
No
you're
worries, no
playing
worries,
after a
man.
long while, man. All good.
I,
Bjork and
Yeah, no
Renki, what are
worries.
you folks doing? That man, what are you doing?
so as he
I
says
would say
this,
as we were having this
as he
conversation.
is trying to say these things to Cumin, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
like, and I take Cumin back in my arms, like, Cumin won't do this. I believe in you. He wouldn't take you anywhere.
Yeah, we won't. We won't. I mean, Coriander might, but you know me, I would never.
And then
But then even he
turn,
has also not left.
I turn Cumin and look him in the eyes. You wouldn't, right?
Mhm.
You wouldn't.
No, no. Why would I? Why would I leave this mansion? This is mine. People have to come to me. I am the rich person here. I am the owner of this place. As you promised to me, if you go out and if we deal with whatever here is, and then it's gonna be mine, right? I give you that book, and then it's mine.
they do say like the richer you are, the more you look like an ugly little goblin. I try to mock you.
Oh boy, did you just really do that? What if the poor baby only had 1 HP? Let's find out.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I mean, everyone. It seems like everyone has the charm except me. I am not getting any good rolls.
Sad.
Excuse me? I
Yeah,
got that
man.
one, sir.
Eh, I mean, Nat one was special. Nat 20 and Nat ones are special. I
Right,
get just the
right,
just
right.
just the yeah yeah,
Okay.
man. As you call him a goblin, there is something that seems to just stop him for a moment, and he just stops doing everything, like all his excitement in his eyes bulging out, his tongue and teeth moving. They just stop moving for a moment, and he kind of just goes limp.
I re- I for a second when he says that this mansion is mine, this is my place, he starts saying this. I said,
Mhm.
wait, I've never heard him be this strong about an opinion before.
Well, whatever,
Something seems off.
however strong he was about his opinion, he doesn't seem to
It
be holding
it
the
doesn't.
strength anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now because now he's limp and
Cumin, are you okay?
not actually.
And I'm shaking the
What
cat
did you
like
do to the cat?
What just happened?
Well, I
Yeah,
I didn't do
it
anything,
appears
guys.
the thing is not moving now.
okay. So he said he was rich. Do you think he'll wake up if we just throw money at him?
Hmm.
That's how rich people function in my eye, as
A
far as I
voice comes
So
and says, "It most definitely will. It will bring me back to life."
okay, so
okay. Anybody?
I have this one, that square, the square coin with the triangular hole in my hand, right? I just chuck it at.
Sir, you have to stop lying. You have 50 of those.
Yeah. I mean, I have one in my hand, right? I don't have 50 in my hand.
Yeah,
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 so
yeah.
I just chuck it at Cumin.
Oh wow, is my
Yeah.
inventory really real? Okay.
Yeah, a little claw comes out and he takes the coin from wherever he threw it, and he just like that cat toy, right? You press the button and there's a coin, and then it takes it away, right?
Oh,
So
right.
it comes, the hand comes, and he just takes it away, and he's like, "Ah, I am better. Give me, give me some time. I am just tired, is all." And yeah, he's
That's what the
done.
cat is saying.
I'm like,
The
I
goblin
take
is
out
saying.
one. I take out one thing. It's a glint of gold. It has
Mhm.
a. It has a inverse convex kind of a shape. It's like a very good
Mhm.
coin. I'm like, if you wake up and are willing to tell us the truth, I have something nice for you. And like I toss it around to make sure it sounds to make sure it gives the sound and clank of a gold.
Yeah, yeah. So as you play with around your hand and touch it through the stuff that Renki has and that you have that could make some sound noise. Yeah. Uh, he says there has to be something more. Kingsley people don't get motivated by just one coin, and he just
And
sighs heavily.
he says this, and the
The
only
time
thing.
is nigh. The more time you will take, the lesser I would remember where the book was. So it's up to you.
I'm going
And
And he
to
just
take this opportunity and
curls around. Yeah.
and
I put the coin back and I'm like, well, okay, that's too bad. We'll have to find another way out of this.
Whoa. Someone's mic. Kunj, your mic.
Kunj,
Oh,
your
this
mic.
Oh my god.
Bardic
My
performance.
mic,
Yeah, yeah.
my bed.
Okay.
Is it better now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, Elwyn says, "Look, I have you know the coin I tossed you. I have a bag full of those, but I'll give them to you. Like, I'll give some to you if you just tell us about the book first."
I just tried to convince him with the gold coin. I don't think
I'm going to try and do an intimidation check, but
No, let
in
me
an
do my persuasion first. Hold on,
Okay,
nat 20 persuasion.
sure. Go ahead.
What
Bruh.
the heck? What the hell?
Bruh.
Oh, I'm just gonna get into
Holy
some
shit.
weird accent now
Wow.
because this is bizarre.
That is my third nat 20 of the game.
My
This
god,
is,
I
It's
actually
your day.
guys, this is tiring
It's your
to
day.
see someone.
I
Yep,
actually feel
it's
bad now for
Araknyd's day.
Kunj.
Udit is getting rolls. Elwyn is getting 2 nat 20s, 3 nat 20s, according to him. Yeah. You are getting nat ones. Yeah. Bjork, yep, they've stolen your thunder, man.
It's okay. It's okay. Everyone has their day.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Uh, Elvin, as you say that, you mention all the coins and the possibility that you might share with them. It's enough for him to say, I guess the king will listen to their needs people. Just give the whole thing to me to bring me back to life. Just hang on, and he just you see his hand is just moving to ask you. Please give it to me.
No,
Give it to me.
info about the book first. Then I'll give them to you.
Okay, damn, I'm tired of this. Just give me the coins. I'll give you the info. Okay, first thing first. Let's go down. Okay, it's not up here. It's down. I don't know whose idea was to come up. It's down.
Okay, so then I reach into my backpack, I pull out the pouch, I count out five, no, 6 coins, and I toss them.
You know the trade works better than everybody. You get the full price when you give us the truth.
As
Yeah,
you give him six coins,
just
he
a taste
says,
of.
Hmm.
as you give him 6 coins, he says, "Oh, I remember. It was actually not down there. It's actually here only. It's here only on this floor only. My bad, my bad. Something is coming up to me now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's here
Kelvin.
only, guys. This floor.
Ask
Let's go.
Kelvin.
Tell me where.
It's on this floor. Let's go. Follow me.
Okay, we follow. I follow him.
I am a little
Okay.
hesitant. I don't trust it as well.
Same here,
Sure.
Bjork.
I, I'm like,
This
Sure,
thing
what?
you
has been
can.
acting little shady.
What? He's just changed his story like 36 times in the last 30 seconds. You're just gonna follow.
I mean, what do you have a choice? Like you just have to follow him because you're
Yeah,
not
we
my
have
friend.
a choice. There's like four of us and one of him.
What? You just want to kill him?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, we really need to be sure if he's really telling the truth.
I
He could
mean,
just be
let's.
wasting our time. We don't have a lot of that. I don't know what happens if we stay here too long.
I don't know. I think the cats are best bet. Let's just follow the cat.
Okay.
Sure, but I'm going to be on my guard,
All right, but if it goes wrong, that's on you.
and I will say I told you so.
Sure.
It's better
Okay,
than
guys. So
nothing,
he
guys. I'm with Elvin on this. I'll follow Elvin.
Well,
great.
so yeah, I
So
follow
All
the
right,
cat.
but
yeah.
just saying, if it is wrong, we have.
Oh,
I mean,
shut up and follow the.
all right. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay,
Follow.
guys. So what he does is he comes and sits on. What he do does is kind of stupid because he is very small, but now like a baby trying to hold the hands of his mother and father. He's gonna go and quickly grasp the hand of Renki, followed by Ren-pai, Victor, and he'll be like, "Yeah, come on, I'll take you, Elwyn, Miss. Yeah, should I call you Elwyn? No, that's bad. I'll call you just Miss or Lady or something like that. Come on, let's go, let's go." Yeah,
Lead
and
on.
so
I'm
she,
following you.
yeah, yeah, so he'll go outside of the room, take a left, then take a right, then keep on following, and yeah, he is reveal area. Okay, cool. I haven't done this in like 1.5 years. Let's go. Cool. Yeah. You are you go near the stairs again, and instead of a left where you instead of the right where you heard this man's voice, Victor's voice, he takes you to the left instead in that same pathway. So you come to this place, and this room appears to be closed, but as soon as the guy comes over here, the cumin comes over there, he just pushes it and just opens up. This seems to be a kind of a place that you are familiar with, Renki. Like it appears to be a laboratory of sorts.
Was the door
Uh,
similar to the door at like where behind which Victor was?
Not really. It was just a wooden door like the
Okay.
ones you have found below, but this
Okay.
wasn't kind of locked. Like it was the dining and kitchen
Like a
kind of doors,
normal
wooden
doors
doors.
at
Okay.
the
Okay.
behind.
Yeah,
Normal door.
Okay.
like a wooden door. Yeah.
Okay.
So it just open. He just presses it, and it's an open laboratory. Renki, you're familiar with. It does appear like it hasn't been used. There's some dirt and cobwebs, but yeah. Um, the first thing that you guys everyone see is there is this huge map on the wall. Kind of appears to be the like out of character, I would say. There appears to be stars. I don't know if what he yeah. So basically it appears to be a kind of star map or sorts, like something like that. I don't know if you guys would know a little. Ranky kind of if you look into it, you have some ideas, and then even you, the more time you spend looking at it, you can feel, oh yeah, maybe this is the stars, maybe. But it's also kind of different than you would expect. Like if you look at these stars outside, it would appear in a very different form. Here it's like in very different shapes and forms, and there are stupid kind of clusters which are on stack of each other. Then there is a map of a tree in the corner which has 4 layers onto it, and there is another map which is basically some a triangle with layers onto it, and it appears to be something that you haven't looked at for the most part. Kind of like someone was researching something about like layers and all in that kind of sense.
I quietly walk into this laboratory. Yet,
Hmm.
like in all this time, you have seen Renki's awkwardness and heightened volume and all of this. But when he enters this place, it seems like he's a totally different person. He's more calm, collected, and he just and you see in his eyes there's an internal excitement that he's not really portraying,
Hmm.
and he's just looking at everything. It's a lab. It's actually a lab. It's been
Okay.
so long.
Turn
Yeah,
to the
as you
cat and
look.
I'm like, where's the book?
Hey, I'm not the cat, okay? Stop calling me the cat. Those stupid cats are down there. A cat with the face of a dolphin, a cat with the face of giraffe. That's not me. What kind of way do you think I look like a cat? I am too much desperate about those coins, so I'm not even gonna listen to you right now. Let's just get it over with and just give me the coins. Don't call me
Okay.
cat. Just then I'm get angry. You want me
Okay.
angry? Want me angry? Okay, you want me angry? I'll show you what
Can
angry.
you tell us
And
how to
then
find the new book?
oh, you want the book? You want the book? He's gonna go over, and there is a kind of a telescope. I want to say, and he's gonna pick that telescope and just he's gonna just come at towards you, Elvin. And then when you look, you say that he's just gonna try to appear that he's coming to hit you, both of you, Elvin and Bjork. You want this? You want to rush? Oh, I'll tell you, rush. I'll get you what angry is. And yeah, he's just gonna come and tap you 2 times, and Elvin he'll gonna tap you 3 times. This is gonna cost you 5 more coins. On you now. Give the coins now. Don't call me cat again.
Well,
He's just swapping his personalities, basically.
okay, not a cat. Can you show us where the book is?
Yeah,
Okay, okay, fine.
I'm looking at the documents. If he doesn't say it, I'm already trying to
Yeah,
investigate.
there is like besides this star map, there is kind of a makeshift place, like wooden kind of thing, where there are 5 books, and in one of those books there is a book over there that has written C on it. Yeah,
All right.
as promised, the book with the C name, I gave it to you.
Okay. So I dig into the pouch, I fish out 10 more coins and I give him 10.
Okay, he just snatches from you and just yeah.
Okay. So I guess out of 50 coins I've spent like about 17.
Yeah.
The book. Can we tell what the word is supposed to be so far? Which letters do we have?
I don't know what letters do you have. You had I think 3, and now you have one more.
So what do the letters spell out now?
I don't know yet. How many books do we need in total? Does anyone know?
Nope.
I think we needed, our assumption was, and I say this in a very calm tone, our assumption was that we needed to spell out vermilion. If I'm not.
Spell out
There,
what?
there's no C in vermilion.
That is true. But there
What was the
was.
3 words you found? Do you remember?
I had notes on my laptop somewhere, but I think I, R, and C. I think, or
I think C is the one you found right now, so you definitely won't have C before.
So the only
Okay, I don't remember which
C
ones. I don't
C
remember which ones we found earlier. I think there was an I, which was one we found first.
okay. So if it was IRC, I'm assuming because even I don't have these for it.
No, we found one book was found from Metallus's room. Two were found from the mimic. So there were two letters there, and this is the fourth letter we found here. The C is the fourth letter.
Okay. So I'm making a note of this book. C. Right now I'm just putting I R. Okay.
So there's one more letter we don't know what it
I
is.
think it was an O, right?
I honestly don't know. I can't remember what I've written.
Okay, maybe you can just find
Yeah,
and see
I'll
that.
have to go. I'll have to go and check this later.
Sure, sure. Let's okay. So then, if C is the
Uh,
thing, then
DM, DM, do you have a note of which letters we'd found?
I have, but do you guys have it?
Bruh.
If we did, we would have told you by now. I'll have to look
No,
for it. I can
bro,
check it
we
after the
have the
session.
books
why you
with us. Just
gotta
tell
be like
us.
Moros, man?
I mean, I have it. Yeah.
No, just the books that we have. Just tell us that. We
Ah,
have it in our
Okay.
Matlab,
hands,
Okay.
so
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. That's a good way to put this back on me. Good. So, what the letters you had was I,
huh?
the other you had was R, and the other you had M, I think.
M.
Hmm.
So I was
Okay.
actually confused about the yeah, I was actually confused about the third book. So I was actually waiting for you guys to say, but I'm just gonna say it right now. Sorry, let me try.
Kunja
It's
Mike.
Oh no,
something
Mike,
else.
Mike.
Mike.
Okay, my bad. Okay, so yeah,
Hmm.
so even I had some notes written down. I wasn't sure about the third one, but canonically, right now I'll say is the words are. I'll just write it in the chat so it's very apparent to you now. Okay,
Yeah, I wrote it in the campaign notes. CIRM is what we have, right?
exactly, yeah.
Oh,
R and M, and now you have C. Yep.
cool.
Wait, we didn't need a C, did we? Vermilion doesn't have a C.
We don't know what we don't know what we want. It's probably spelling out some other word. It's hard to say.
If I remember
Hmm.
correctly, the index in the book that we had earlier had Repub anti LIC on it. So,
Anybody mind filling me what this is?
oh
Oh
right,
yeah, I forgot about the whole Republic. Uh, what was that again, DM?
it's there in
I
my
think
notes.
someone mentioned
It's
in
there in my
notes.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So index has
Yeah.
Repub slashed, anti which is not slashed, and LIC slashed. You can
Yeah,
have a look.
guys. Also, Victor asked a question.
Huh. One sec.
That was me in character asking.
Yeah.
I'll put this
Yeah,
in
so Renki, go ahead and fill it.
I'll put this in the chat. People can see. Huh. So basically, we came across this book. Huh. So basically, we came across this book before coming to this so-called painting open door thing and whatnot, uh, and this book was made by this famous author. What was his name again?
Fistandia.
Morden Kainen the
Modern
Magnificent.
timeline.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
book was written by
by
Fistandia.
Fistandia
Uh,
author. Yeah, Fistandia.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it was
Basically,
about
it was
the
a
adventures of Morden Kainen the Magnificent and his achievements and such, like a biography kind of, right?
Yeah, it was a elaborate extension to his life's work. She
Oh,
had her own upgradation, she had her own remarks, and she had talked a little about her uh, admiration for him and the love for his guy, Fist Hand. And
right. So
The
that,
guy's name was Fist Hand.
yeah,
yeah.
Yep.
Okay then.
So I would
Yeah,
like to look
and
around the room for any other books like this which have a single letter on.
make an investigation check.
anything
Sure,
else? I would like to look at the star chart. Uh,
sure.
anything I can glean from it.
Make an
Is it
investigation check. Both of you. Yeah, what was your question? Is it?
no? Is it magical or something?
No, it doesn't appear to be magical right now. I mean, it hasn't shown any qualities right now that would tell you that it's magical. You can always choose
Unless
to
my detect
investigate.
magic is still working, unless our conversation was more than 10 minutes, in which case it would not
That
be.
now it's been a lot of time. I would say at least 20
Okay,
minutes.
fine.
You
Then
meeting
I'm just doing a regular
Fist Head
investigation.
and yeah. Okay. First on hand, Elwyn. What you see? Natural 20 again.
That doesn't count.
That's an
Doesn't
advantage.
count. I know. Still.
Oh, you feel it, right? Yeah,
I
got it.
Yeah, I feel it. It's there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Elvin, as you look around the room, it appears to be a laboratory. There isn't a lot of books here. There are some tools over there, some metallic compass,
Oh, those
some
are tools.
charts
I
over
thought there was
there.
a bookshelf full of books.
Bookshelf, just makeshift bookshelf with just 5 books there over there.
Okay.
So do an investigation in the room. The books appears to be like something about astronomy, something about a little about information about stars. There's a book that's about how lenses work, and that if you read it a little, it also talks a little about telescopes. And there's a book about that you just had with you, the book with the C, and the fifth book just appears to be a journal of sorts.
Hmm. I'll take out the
Yeah.
journal and like flip through it. What's written there?
Yeah, it appears to be the man doing his work. You take a moment. It doesn't appear to be there. Doesn't appear to be a name. They're just some normal daily routine things. There is
Mm-hmm.
some time denotions over there. Looked at this place at this time, saw this star. Look at this place this time, saw this change in moon patterns. You know, some twinkling in this area, some things here. Basically, astronomy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Renki, what you were looking? I know what Bjork was looking. What you were looking?
I'm looking at the documents and all that you mentioned is that are lying on the table. Like you mentioned, there was a triangle with layers and stuff, and
Yeah. Uh,
all that stuff.
this
Yeah.
appears to be a map of. How should I say it, man? I should probably write things that I imagine in my head first. This appears to be a, how should I say it, a representation of the metaphysical world of this world, basically. So those layers appear to be basically how you would see in the Viking mythology, the Norse mythology, the tree of Yggdrasil with all the layers and all on top of
Oh.
that connected to each other, right? And
Oh.
then there is
Okay.
the that is the tree map, and then the triangle map is like layers on top of each other's, how elemental planes are connected to
Oh.
each other. So in this universe's world of two axes, one is a great tree axis and the other kind of axis. If you guys want, I'll tell you the details later, but yeah, basically you find the two axes which represents their idea of what the solar system or world or planes look like to them, the
Hmm.
scientists and astronomers in this world. We'll get back to it later whenever you want. I'll
text the details and share the photos and whatever for Renkies and everyone's thing. But yeah, basically that. Bjork, you are looking at the map, and you kind of something is very odd over there, and you just try to touch over it, and you just end up tearing the whole map.
Oh
Whoops.
no.
Yeah, sorry. It's kind of old.
Ah,
I don't think it was important anyway.
And as
it's
you say that, there is a clunk of noise. Ka-tink.
What? Where does sound come from?
Um,
Nani?
The noise seems to emanate from around the map, or should I say it like surrounding to it, like around it.
whoops. I don't think I did that.
So I'd like to go and investigate the tear in the map.
Yeah, sure.
I
Renki, what are
don't. Be careful. It's really
Victor?
delicate.
Yeah, Victor, what are you doing? As everyone is investigation and looking at stuff, are you doing something? Like helping or like doing your own thing or something? You do hear this voice now,
I do hear this
tearing
voice.
of map and cutting. Yeah.
Sorry, sir. Could you repeat the voice description again?
Uh, Basically the noise of map getting tear and this sound called cutting.
Okay. I'm like, that sounded bad. Is it as bad as it sounded?
You say this,
Um,
and Elwyn comes and she's like, whatever, and yeah, let's find out.
Uh,
So yeah,
yeah. So I
Elwyn,
touch the place where the map is torn, like gingerly,
yeah, it
with the
appears to
tip of my
be
index finger.
it appears to be like the map isn't on a very strong how should I say is on a very strong surface. As you touch the map, it appears like the map is going inwards a little, like probably it's hollow from the inside or something, or like it's probably standing on air, like stuck on a layer or some a layer of air
So
or
the map
something,
is on the wall,
basically put.
right?
Yeah, but as you touch the map, it appears to bend inwards.
Hmm. So I touch one of the corners of the map. Does that also go inwards?
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay. Can I try to peel the map off from the corner?
sure. It's like 15% of it is already torn from one side. You can use that to extend it and fully
No, I don't
just
want to.
tear
I
it
don't
off the
want
wall.
to. I don't want to extend the tear. I just want to like kind of
Sure,
how if like a
I
map
get
is
it.
stuck on a wall, like you try to scrape the corner off the wall and like peel
Exactly.
it off.
Gotcha. You are very gingerly in your ways, and basically, yeah, you can do that. You do that, and you see there is a door which is now kind of half open. Which,
Okay.
yeah, mhm,
So I open the door fully and like what do I see?
yeah, yeah. There appears to be a false room behind there. Can you guys see it
Yeah, I
in
see
the
it.
map? Okay, I
Oh,
have revealed. I think. Yeah,
hot
there
dog.
appears to be. Yeah, there appears to be something else over here.
Like
Yeah,
okay,
so
what do we see
we'll
inside?
look into this. Yeah, in the map, it appears to be uh, more of the same starry things, more of those telescopes. There is a this room also has some crystals over there, like spherical crystals in the corner. There is some stuff that more telescopes over there. There is in the corner you can also see a stand which has some illusion of uh, a grassy knoll, like in a with a moonless night kind of visage, like a hill with a grassy knoll with a moonless night, and just like the painting that you saw beforehand, it's moving slightly a little. While on the hill of the painting there was a mansion, this just appears to be just the hill and the moon, but not the painting.
I'm lost. Like I zoned out for 5 seconds. I don't know what.
So you're saying that we see this exact mansion through this crystal ball-like thing, and a
Yeah,
starry night. Only thing is, we're not seeing the painting. We're seeing it through this crystal ball.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There's
Hmm.
also, if you properly get inside, there also appears to be,
Are these
how should I
telescopes
say it? Yeah, there are
all
telescopes
around?
lying around here, left and right.
All
And they're
around?
Yeah.
all the telescopes are pointed towards the crystal ball.
No, not really. I mean, one or two of them are, but the rest of them are just put them in a corner, haphazardly written. But two of them are definitely pointing towards the crystal ball.
Okay.
You can also see in the background there is a couple of books. These books have chains all over them, like
Wait,
the bookshelf have chain all over them.
wait. So
Hmm.
this is an interior. There's no windows, nothing.
No, the
Uh,
door
I
just flung.
like
Okay, I
I
would like to look through one of the telescopes into
Yeah,
the ball.
same actually.
I'll be like, "Huh, why is there telescopes here? There's nowhere to look at."
We're looking
Exactly
at the
right.
ball. I'm as I say
Yeah,
this,
but
I'm looking through on the.
okay.
Yeah, make a investigation check, buddy.
I
Who do?
point at
Elvin
crystal
is
ball.
trying to do something.
Sad.
Yeah, as you look into the
That.
telescope appears to be closed. Like you look at the lens appears to be closed. You
Brah.
go, you glow, and we're like, oh, I think I should probably just open it up and do something.
Wow,
And you try to
dude.
fidget it around, and you are like, huh, I can do that. I have some experience, and you do that. You try to adjust the telescope, and the the lens you keep them on the frame, and you're like, cool, let me go.
You broke off. You broke off, Kunj.
I can't hear you now.
Hello.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
better
Yeah,
what
now.
was the last thing you heard me?
You put the lens
You
on the frame and you
you put
go. उसके बाद
you go and you put your hand and you're very gingerly trying to look, and suddenly you put a little too much weight onto it, and or something happened, the lens just comes and fall apart and kutuk, just fall on the ground. One of the lenses from the telescope open, and now you have, instead of three lenses, you have just two lenses, and it's just blur, like how you would take the spectacles of a guy who has like
yeah.
-5.
Is
So
that lens
now,
broken or like what?
yeah, it just goes down and it's chipped. Like it's not broken into pieces, but there is a huge part that is chipped out of it.
Sad.
Yeah.
While Renki looking through the other telescope rolls a 24.
Yeah, Renki, you look at this telescope. This is much smaller than the other one. And this one only has one lens. And you go and you peer, like it's very hard to even bend down properly to look into it. So you get down on your knees and try to look into it. It's as big as the iris of your eye. You go and you look into
what?
it, and
Damn.
yeah, the telescope is very small.
Holy
It's
shit.
like yeah, very small, this one. And you go and you look into it, there is a very fine like small area that you can see through it. And then you see there, you try to move it around the globe thingy. It sort of connects. One line is blue, and that line goes to another line. You follow that line, there is a star, and that star is shimmering a little towards, and then that star starts moving to one direction, and then direction, see, the star seems to just start turning red. And after turning red, there is another blue kind of layer, ray coming through it. You follow that layer on this very minute small 3 inches 4 inches crystal sphere, and you follow that little line very gingerly, and it connects to another plateau, and that plateau has the same photo of the painting. Like whatever you saw in the painting is right there in that space, but it's not moving.
I'm
You
like,
take a moment, and then the painting just turns to uh, like it's changing the day cycle. It's day.
what are you
You
guys
take a
saying?
moment, it's night.
You're
It's
telling me
day.
that I
It's
find
night.
a painting inside this, what
You
I'm looking
find a
through?
globe. You find a globe which is basically a kind of painting. Then you look into the
painting through the telescope, there is another painting into it, and it's changing day cycles, day, night, thunder, day, night, more thunder, day, night,
Oh, it's like a
day,
time
night.
lapse. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You can
Hmm.
surmise that. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So I
Well,
describe this phenomenon that I'm seeing right now. It seems to be that this globe is sort of, well, I would say an observatory, but an observatory mostly looks at the stars above, not into a globe like this. But and it's very odd that the same mansion that we saw in the painting is here. Uh,
Yeah, nothing about this place is not odd.
so I go to the globe and I reach out and I touch it.
That's kind of careless.
As you go and touch it, for a moment you feel like light from this room has went away,
Hmm.
and you are shooken for a moment, and you release your grasp from the crystal sphere, and then suddenly there is light, and only you feel that the light got away. For the rest of you, it was Elwyn just touched something, touched the crystal sphere, and then she did not.
I'll tell Elwyn to, if this happens again, I'm going to tell Elwyn, put your hand again, but on that side, on the other side.
What side?
Uh, where you're standing, stand on the opposite side of the globe and put your hand there. I want to
I
see
do
what
as he
happens.
says.
We should put a markers here, no, or position markers, so that it's not easy to know where everyone is.
Right.
Okay. Did you? Uh, uh, okay, my bad. Are you guys here? Yeah, just drop your tokens if you want in this position. Just click your name or just drop from the background or wherever they are. Yeah, Alvin, you'll move your position a little bit about the request of Renki, and the same thing happens. This time, I want to ask you: do you let go of your hand as light go, or
No, I
what do you
keep my
do?
hand.
Okay, you keep your hand. 6 seconds passes, nothing happened.
The light
12
doesn't come back
seconds
while I'm touching the
pass.
hand.
No, no, no. 12 seconds light doesn't come back.
Okay, and
You
I
keep touching
tell
it.
him to release the hand again.
Okay, I release.
Yeah, the light is back for you. Yeah.
So I relate to the others that whenever I touch it, it goes dark.
It would seem that the world that we're seeing now is affecting the world that we are in at this time. So
That's just trippy.
whatever is outside is actually inside. It's like we're in an infinite. It's like, how do I say this? It's like looking in, putting two mirrors in front of each other.
I stare.
Ah,
I stare
That's
into
a
that.
that's a lot.
I stare into the crystal ball and hear what his description is saying, whatever Enki said, and I whisper to myself, "Ah, the void that consumes all." It looked at me, and I could see myself eating myself. I just whisper that.
Uh, Delacroix, I want you to make, just for no reason at all, make a charisma check and followed by a wisdom check. Saving throw. Wisdom. Sorry. Charisma check and wisdom saving throw. I'll just
Uh,
write down. So skill,
uh,
charisma.
Charisma check and wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
You made a charisma save.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
All good. So we'll assume that's 8 on the first one. Because wait, you are level 3, right? I think. Let me see.
Sorry, I
Hero
had to
proficiency.
press charisma, the normal. I pressed the charisma save, sorry.
Yeah. You have to click on the
Yeah,
charisma
all
name.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just pretend you just did the right
Don't
thing.
mind, don't mind, that's all right.
So
Oh, he did
at
it. He did it.
level 3, your proficiency is still 2. It's all good, man. We're just gonna presume you got an 8.
Hmm.
That's why, yeah. Yeah. So 8 and 6. You whisper this thing back to it, and yeah, it's kind of odd. Yeah, you saying that. It's kind of just odd for you in front of a lot of people. Also, you look at the crystal ball, you feel entranced by it, and as Elvin, as your friend is looking at it and kind of reaching towards this, I want to ask you: Are you still holding the ball?
I'm not. I've let go of it a while back.
Okay, cool.
So while this is happening, Elwyn kind of has an idea. So she kind of like pulls out the amulet that she's wearing, like it's in the shape of a sun,
Yeah.
and she holds it out and like how to say, closes her eyes and like says a small prayer, and uh, basically what she does is she then like her her hand starts glowing a little bit, and like with that hand she touches the crystal ball. This is what is going on.
Okay. As you do that, you basically are trying to put the light spell onto it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you do that, everyone, the lightness in this room just goes to dark. Elvin, for you and everyone else, the room is dark.
Okay, but what about the thing itself?
Whoa.
It's normal how you would imagine an object with the light spell casted on it.
Hmm. Okay, and
The whole room is
now I'm touching it and holding it, and what?
mm, nothing is happening.
But the room went
Nothing.
dark for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone, the room is dark. I wanted to ask Renki, where were you standing, and Bjork, where were you standing?
I'm standing where I
Are
put
you
my
looking?
token.
Are you looking?
Yeah, just around this thing, watching Elwyn do the
Yeah, I was
what she's trying to do.
I was at one of the small telescopes that you mentioned,
Yeah,
which
cool.
was like
Bjork,
micro-sized.
sure. Bjork, you notice since you're standing right here, you notice something green twinkling light appearing 10 feet away, like at the bottom, like the where the room is ends right here. A green light. Everyone feels darkness. Just there is a light source in the hand of Elwyn, which is crystal ball used with the light spell, and then there is a green light which only Bjork you see right here. Something green twinkly.
I pointed
Some
out and I moved towards it. I'm like, hey, there's something here, and I moved towards the green light.
yeah, all
What is it
look
coming
at
from?
this.
Is Kunj, can he see it because he has dark vision?
No, he can see
You
it
look,
because he was looking in that direction.
He was looking in that
yeah.
direction. Okay,
I mean,
fair enough.
technically, that's a good assumption to make. I'm not gonna answer that, but yeah, that's up to you for you to. Yeah.
Punjabis, could you reduce my character size?
Kunjan is bullshit, man.
Not,
I swear.
not. He's not indirectly telling us there's a BBG. That's about about to
Yeah.
enter.
ev- yeah, everyone. Now that Bjork mentions, there is a green light over here, man. This seems to appearing out of like I mentioned, there was a bookshelf, right? And it has chains over it.
Hmm.
It appears to coming from the chain itself. And there is like couple of chains, like at least five chains on the bookshelf.
Hmm.
All five of them has very faint, like it's not neon light, you know, or it's not a LED or neon green. It's very faint green coming from here.
I'm going to
Okay.
ask Bjork if he can
Yeah,
figure out what.
yeah. I look at it and yeah, I can no longer sense the magic from anything right now. That's not something I can do a lot, but there's
Can't you
light.
cast detect magic?
It's not something I can do all the time. I need a little bit of rest before I can do it again.
You can use it two times the short rest, right? I think, or
It's once a day.
once a day, right? Cool, good,
So I'm
good.
going to take my wooden staff out, and I'm
Hmm.
going to poke at the chains a little bit and see if I can get them loose.
Yeah, as you go and you poke them, they become loose. Yeah, they become so loose that they start moving and lashing towards you.
I mean, they're
Moving and
moving on their
lashing.
own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think we should be careful with these chains. Is there any of the books in there? Are they one of the books I want with the lettering?
You can make an investigation check or a perception check. For a perception check, for both of the checks, I would have to say, like, if you are making an investigation check, I would have to say that you have to come closer to it. For perception, I guess you can make it, but I will keep a higher DC for it. Then
Okay, fair
up to
enough.
you.
I'll move.
Yeah.
I'll move a little. Wait, I was close to it, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you were
fine.
poking.
I
Got.
mean, you're
I was poking at it,
10.
so 10 feet away. Got it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
yeah, then
Like I
I'll
would say
move.
10
I'll
feet
move as
away.
close as I need to just to scan the books, like with a quick glance. I'll do perception.
Okay, so how much closer you are? I just wanted to ask you in numbers. Just tell me. 7,
5 feet.
5, 10.
5 feet. 5 feet.
Okay, have you start coming towards it? Uh, yeah, cool. One of the chains. They, as I was saying, it was trying to lash out. It comes at you. Does a 18 hit you? Sorry, 19 hit you?
I think that should hit actually. 1 second.
Yeah, man. So that hits you, man. This
Yeah,
chain
that'll
just
hit.
comes out and very fast it comes and like it was dangling for a moment, and as you were poking it, it sort of felt like it was animated, but as you came 5 foot closer to you, it would just come out and lash towards you. I would just give you the opportunity to make a 1d20. That's it. It's just a d20.
Okay, just one
Just to
second.
see
Uh,
how aware you were in that moment. Yeah,
yeah.
man. So that hits you, man. That's a 18 for him. No, no, nothing. No modifiers, nothing. Just roll a d20.
1 second. I don't know how to do it for my app. Can someone roll it for me, please?
I'll
Okay.
do it. I'll do it.
Yeah. Just do a d20 from your own books. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a 15 and he got an 18, bro. Yeah. So you saw the chain coming towards you and it kind of hits you. You do take some damage, and that's yeah, man. That's 7 points of damage, man. The chain comes and hits you very like as you were trying to poke it, it just comes at you and just hits you very harshly on your how should I say it, sideburn, and it just cracks towards your temple and your sideburns, and it kind of hurts for a moment, and now it's just fidgeting and trying to snare you away, just trying to protect you from
Okay, but did I
the
see the book I'm looking for?
oh wait holy shit sorry, that was a 12, my friend. Sorry, bruh, that's a 15 points of damage, not 7. Not bad.
16,
Oh,
16 points of damage.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, not
Okay,
bad.
so I go to him and huh, I speak in a soothing.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and speak in your soothing voice. I want to see how soothing your vicious mockery is gonna be.
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
you mean healing word.
I'm gonna be
All
like,
right, you mean healing word on your friend. Okay, I thought you're gonna roast the chains to death. That's
I'm
what
not
you're
gonna
gonna
do that. I'm like,
do. That would be fun.
I'm like that. That's a it's quite some ballsy move you did right there. I'm impressed. I would not have had the guts to do that.
Nothing ventured, nothing won.
Hmm?
Yeah, as you take this slap across your face through this chains that's acting very rationally, you get this small, very calmly soothing melody coming from your friend. He can say whatever he want. I think he just did. I was just mesmerized what he was gonna do. That I forgot for a moment, but yeah, he just says that, and yeah, you get this sense that the room that was dark with just two small light sources, you appear, your whole body and your everything aura, you just appear to be rejuvenating a little bit. And yeah, for a moment you guys feel there is a little bit of lightness on him, just for a 1 moment second, and then yeah, it goes away. You feel much better, Bjork.
Okay, what should we
Much
do?
better.
DM, but before we move forward, I did rolled a 17 on perception when I moved within 5 feet of this thing. Do I see the book I'm looking for?
You do see a book, yeah.
I would like to grab it and throw it to, well, whoever's behind me and away from the.
Throw it to me. Throw it to me. I have high dexterity.
It's
So
behind the
what
chains,
you're
right?
trying So what I'm imagining is you are taking the hit, but also taking the book, right? Is what
Yes,
what
that
you're
is the
going with now.
intention.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Throw it to me. Throw it to me. It'll be like a nice, cool moment. Even the
Perfect.
keyboard will work.
Yeah. So you take this lash to your face, and something awakens inside you. You just stare down the chair, and you're like, "Come at me, bitch!" And you just go and grasp the book right in front of me. He tries to lash at you again. I'm gonna roll again. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, you just come and you it lashes at you towards, but you know now where this book is coming from, and you're just not gonna let it beat you again. So it tries to attack you again, this time on the other sideburn, other temple and other ear, but you just duck and you just take the book and just you grab away. Now you have the book, and you are 5 feet away from the 5 7 feet away from the book, and you get this rejuvenating feeling coming from your friend, and you're like, yeah, that's nice. And then you just throw the book to him, and he just, as he's finishing his healing word song, he just catches with like his eyes and his face and his body just looking at you. He doesn't even look, he just grabs the book from some random direction that you threw, and just, yeah, I have it, let's go.
And I move back saying, I'm like, oh, damn it. That thing
Which
hurt.
what letters on the book now?
The
I
letters
have no idea.
I will say I'm super impressed. I should write a song about this eventually. You have just inspired me, my friend.
And meanwhile, are the chains still alive? Kind.
Yeah, the chains are alive, man.
And are there more books inside?
There are a couple of more books, but in quick succession, you just saw one book with the lettering. You knew what you were searching for, so it was very easy for Bjork to find. There are a couple more books, but yeah, you might have to look.
I
There,
I'll show this. I'll now I inspect the book. Is this what we wanted?
What letter do we have in
Yeah.
this?
this book has a letter N into it. Sorry, man. I
M.
think I fibbered a little. In the earlier, I said IRM, right? It wasn't M. It was an N. My bad, man.
And what is
N
this
is
one?
also part of.
Okay.
Yeah, N is also part of Vermilion. My bad.
So
It
it
is
wasn't a C.
IRN. No, C you found just now.
So
The
Okay.
book that Cumin
CIRN
showed you.
is what we got right
Yeah,
now.
and then
Now M.
basically, basically in the last session, I'm gonna say you find IRN. I think I told M, right?
Yeah.
Because that's also part of M.
Yeah.
So it's IRN. Now you found C, and
Cool.
just now you're finding another book with N. So there are two N,
There are two N.
one I, one R, and one C. Yeah,
Okay.
Two N's, huh?
Okay.
two N's. Yeah.
How twins? Vermilion. Okay.
No, there's definitely no C in Vermilion either. So whatever this word is, it's not Vermilion.
Vermilion was the phrase written on the book that Hallaster has, and which I will say out of character, like which is what this spoke, which is what they surmised amongst talking to each other. And Mattel is the great reader, that most of these books or something like that has a tether which you can use if you have the same alignment. You basically have a bypass. According to the book and research that Fist Handia was making, she was devising a way to expand the spell. So one of the ways she decided was, if you are of the same alignment, you basically can have a way out of the book, out of the mansion, by finding these specific kind of books. So what the party thought was, you have to find each letter books, because Metalis had a book with I on it, so they thought they might find Vermilion. But I, R, and N is the what they found. All three of those books and words
matching with the word vermilion, but now they found C and now they found N. So, which appears not to be vermilion because there is no C and N in
Okay,
yeah.
DM, can you tell me the spelling of modern kindness?
Yeah, I'll write it.
MOR.
Should I check it again? Wait, let me
Yeah,
also
check
it.
and tell me, no? Check and
Yeah, I think I wrote something.
You
could
pasted
be
it.
different.
Should I? Is this it? I'll just paste
no,
it.
let him check with his material.
Okay.
I'll check. Yeah, yeah. So this is what it says. I think that's the same thing. Yeah.
So it has a
Modern-
K, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, modern Canaan has a K.
Has a K.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it has a C instead of.
That would have been a good guess, though.
Yeah.
That
That would have been one hell of a guess if it was true.
yeah.
I was seeing it in my notes and it had a K, so I was like, why not?
Yeah. I should probably go into past and change this to change spelling of modern Canaan because this is nice.
To mislead the next
So-
batch of adventurers, huh? Holy shit.
Yeah.
My God.
So
I mean, it could still work. Maybe she's just bad with the person she admires. You know how people call like Megaswap, Swapcoon, or Swappy.
Sure, man.
Maybe she has done something like that. Modern Canaan. Maybe modern Canaan turned into a werewolf, and she's telling the world, "Modern is a canine now. Modern
Okay.
canine."
My God.
my God.
Mod, yeah, modern.
That's exactly what I'm imagining. The horror of these twisted
Yeah,
words.
maybe you should try to spell this. Maybe this could work. Because he's a werewolf now in some world. Yeah, guys, Bjork.
Yeah,
has
Crimson.
posted-
Crimson. Yeah,
I just
Crimson won't work because there's no two N's. There's only one N in Crimson.
Victor, I want to say, are you saying this out of character or does the character say that out loud?
I'm saying it out of character.
Out of character, okay.
I want to now that we have this book, I just want to like go outside, see the map and try to make some connection of how we can navigate this place. If we can see through the globe of the area,
Yeah.
and then we have a few like star connections and all that. Like you said, there were stars and they connected to certain colors and all of that.
Yeah.
So I want to deduce if we can make some kind of map to navigate our place and to get a better understanding of where we are currently. Like, can I make like a map of is essentially what I'm trying to get at, or figure out like if there's a way out using the crystal ball as a mediator.
Sure. You could try to do that. Yeah.
Meanwhile, is the not cat still there?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, okay. It's canon now. It's not.
the not yet.
Okay. So yeah, I look at him and say, "Hey, not cat. Can you can you tell us if there are like any other books like the one you led us to? I have more of the coins if you want."
Sir, I only knew one book. Actually, two. But then you already have the book from Old Graphy. So, yeah, just two. I and C.
Looks like Victor wants to wrap up.
Actually, it's same here as well now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
close to 12.
Okay.
So, if
Okay,
at
cool.
all, if you
So-
want me to roll for this investigation to something, then that's the only thing I will want.
Okay. Okay. Bjork and Ren-pai, do you want to exit the game right now? Like, stop the session right now?
We can wrap it
Or-
up.
Yeah, if possible, we can wind it down.
Yeah, we can wind it down.
Or we can continue 15 more minutes, maybe? If it's possible.
12:30 is about as long as I can stay. So another 10 minutes.
Sure. Okay, then let's try to do something in 10 minutes. Yeah, man. Today I think we started at 9, so maybe yeah, that was the bitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, man. Next time I think if Legolas doesn't come, maybe we should try it just plain at 8:30, so we can play 8:30 to 12:30, and you know if any hiccups
Yeah.
come, we might play 3.5 hour or whatever. But yeah, cool.
Cool.
So I would just say it out of brevity. As you are looking through this, are you talking through this? I would assume you're also investigating every room that you're going through. So you do find something in room number. This room over here, and
Which
I'll
room over
post the
where?
details of what you the behind the star map there was a door, right, that opened.
Yeah. The small room that we're in, right?
No, this is the room you are in right now, this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. I thought this.
yeah,
I thought this room was the one behind the star map.
this room, huh?
Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we're following.
So so basically I would say you also investigate and you find couple of things, which I would say is, there is a pair of swords. There is on the wall, you can see there are some head mounts of different animals. There is also another book, and you can see in the corner there is a somehow a lit fireplace over here, is what I want to say. And there are five heads mounted on the wall. One is a stag, one is a wolf. I'll just copy it down so it's easier for you. uh, these are the five faces you found. There is also a lit fireplace, and there is two pairs of sword, just so you know we do it very fastly. And yeah,
Hmm. A lit fireplace, two pairs of swords, and five animal statuettes. Is that what you said?
yeah.
Is it like small models of animals or like what is it?
No, these are heads mounted on the walls.
Heads mounted on them.
Ah, Griffin. Cool.
Yeah, and there is a fireplace that is lit. Uh, make a investigation for me. You wanted to make, right,
Yeah,
Renki?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just making.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
Nice, nat
As you
one,
are
bro.
as you are holding the
the
he
pain in
got
my
two nat
heart.
ones.
Oh,
Yeah. As you're holding
Pain in his
the
heart.
thing, and you're trying to find the telescope now in the darkness, you kind of bump into something, and sadly, I wanted to say the crystal just breaks. Suddenly, there is
Bruh.
light in the room, but the crystal is broken in three pieces. It's not completely broken. You have some vague idea, but the crystal is broken a little bit. And as soon as the crystal breaks, the fireplace that you just saw, fire is gone out of there. The mounts that were looking in like looking in straight directions, like in whatever way they would look like if it's the left wall, they would look in the right side. If they're in the right side, they would look on the left side. Obviously, they will look in front of them. Now, as soon as you do it, all the mounts look at you. Like the mounts just twist slowly and slowly, and they just look at you.
All the heads.
All the heads.
What the fuck? That's creepy as shit.
You
Well,
What
you
the hell
hear
did you just do, man? How did you fucking break the
there
crystal?
is
What the fuck?
there is a noise that sounds like
That does not sound.
That
I,
does not sound good.
it's dark, guys. I can't.
okay. How low?
is back.
How big is this room?
This big appears to be 12 by 12.
12 by
Not
12.
12 by 12.
Okay.
12 feet by
Yeah,
12 feet, huh?
12 feet by 12 feet. And as you stand there, uh, what are you doing?
I am thinking. So I wanted to let. I'm just trying for the fuck of it, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, my thaumaturgy, I can use. Three thaumaturgy can work simultaneously, right? For me.
Definitely, definitely.
So I'm trying to. So since this is a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm going to use the thaumaturgy continuously to make my voice louder, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To cause a bit of tremors
Mm-hmm.
and to make my eyes feel like they're on fire, and there's no flames around, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now, right now, there isn't
I'm going
the
to
fire.
make
Lit fire.
my eyes turn completely like blood red, like it's like just filled with the fire, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like I give this effect. I'm like, whatever game you guys are playing at, you better stop right now because otherwise there's going to be a lot of. Well, it's not gonna end too well for you people. It's like a
Please make
proper,
a
huh?
please make a performance check for me.
Performance check, huh? All right, all right.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
second. Oh wait.
You can also try intimidation.
Which one should I try? Well, it
Up,
works either way. So.
up, to, up to you. Yeah, that's a 7. Not bad, not bad. As you do that, you say that you're looking at. Good question. Where are you looking?
I'm looking.
Anything specific?
I'm looking towards the source of like
The mounts.
basically, huh?
The mounts.
Yeah,
Probably the heads, right? You're
The
looking at the
yeah,
heads.
heads.
yeah. The heads.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, on the left side there is stag and periton. On the right side there is hellhound and wolf. In the front of you there is black dragon. Anything specific you are looking, or
Yeah, the black
just
dragon.
generally looking at?
I'm looking at the black
Okay,
dragon.
okay. As you look into the black dragon, you see something coming out of his nose. Appears to be a green colored fumes.
Hmm.
Oh, so he's the one who was been smoking all that. By the way, guys, the floor is shaking and my voice is like booming.
Yeah,
Oh,
the voice is booming, and as like if anyone is touching anything, it's like imagine 20-decker train is passing just in front of you. Things are moving and shaking, and yeah, or just imagine someone is drilling in front of your home.
yeah,
Yeah,
I get that. Imagine you have the music on
yeah,
at high volume and you're touching the pane of glass.
He smokes emerald green, huh?
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
that's
There is
a
a lot of greenness here for some reason.
there's a there's a lot of green. Yeah, I'm just gonna be noting that. I was just gonna comment on that. Huh. Seems like the tapestry here prefers to be green. And should you continue this much longer, I much prefer to paint it red or whatever color they prefer. You bleed out, but red
S-
preferably.
Say no more. And I take out my axe and brandish it with my green flames.
Okay, cool.
Well, that was opposite of what I intended, but okay.
Great.
That's so great.
What do what do you do with the flame, the flaming axe?
Nothing, I just keep it ready. I don't want to take an
Great.
encounter right now
Uh,
because you have to wrap up. So
yeah,
we
as
can
you're
do
taking
whatever
6 to 10
next session.
seconds, the
Well,
it feels like
that was
the
what
room is filling
I
with
forgot to do. I was trying to do a mockery of that thing, but
yeah.
yeah,
So you also want to do roll vicious mockery on that?
yeah.
Oh,
Sure, go ahead.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. If this actually happens, I obviously am gonna roll in secret. Obviously, if I do roll, maybe I'm not rolling. Who knows? Yeah, cool.
Sure, man.
Do you okay?
Sure.
Sure, sure.
That's not
Cool.
bad.
Something happens, man. And as you
As you? What? Kunj, Mike, dead.
You cut off.
And that's where we end the session today, guys.
Yeah,
And
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Took me the dead mic.
It had to
Just
be
gonna
like
do that. Yeah, we're just gonna do that 2 minutes. But before that, we want to explore the consequences of Victor's actions, which is, as to say that the room starts bellowing with a lot of green fumes. You see the four mounts to the left and right of you, two on each sides. They also start opening their uh, I want to say their faces, their jaws, whatever. Now there is green colored fumes. From the left side is red colored fumes, white colored fumes, black colored fumes, magenta colored fumes, and the all fumes combine. And it's like in just 6 seconds, a lot of shit happened, and the room is just filling with a lot of fumes. The 12 by 12 room is mostly filled with the fumes, and this is where I would like to say that you guys feel like a retching presence in your chest. It feels like you have consumed something that's poisonous, is burning from the inside. Renki, Victor, you are getting this feeling that you have to puke right now. Bjork, you're also getting this feeling that you have to puke and regurgitate just right now, like you did before. And it's a sensation that you are losing breath. And this is the moment I like to end. Yeah, you
well,
guys just invited rave party. Yep, let's go. Yeah,
finally, I'm
Cliffhanger.
invited to a party. Yay!
Okay,
this is a
dude.
party. Yeah, this is how raves happen, man.
Yeah!
Yeah, some
Let's
people
Yeah,
prefer to
go.
go in a
and
mosh pit.
then all the different colored fumes will come together and be like,
Captain Planet.
Captain
You
Planet.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah. Five colored heads, and maybe Tiamat is coming. Who knows? Yeah, different colored rides.
Bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
Who knows? Who
Yeah, drop Tiamat
Yeah,
on a fucking party of
yeah,
level 2 adventurers.
Oh
yeah. I mean,
god.
what's a good adventure like that?
Uh-huh.
Renki, do you remember what happened to the other two guys that were with you as you were fighting that hellhound, that shadow hellhound? Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
sorry, Renki. I mean Ren-pai.
yeah,
uh-huh.
I do remember
Yeah.
that. Literally was
So
even
we were with
to
three
survive.
people. Yeah, two of the people died out of three. So yeah,
That really reminds
Damn.
me of
yeah.
how like Malazan just drops like a random hound of shadow on a bunch of unprepared people.
Exactly, Malazan. You know Malazan. You know that I have collections of different medias here. I'm glad you caught on to that. Did
Yeah.
anyone caught on to the name of the title of this session? Stuck with the insane in the membrane. Who is
No.
stuck? Stuck where? What is the membrane? Who is the insane? Cool. Let's get on to that on next session. Yeah,
Cool.
guys, that's the session. Yep.
Oh,
All
thanks,
right.
man.
Before before you end the stream, I just want to say something. I'm so happy Delacroix slash Ren-pai is here. Udit is here. I love this guy so much.
Cool,
I
man. Nice to meet you,
he
bro.
was friends.
Yeah.
He was friends with a different friend, and that friend is not part in my life now. So I'm like happy that I'm back into 2 3 days ago where things were much happy and good. We were playing lots of D&D, but yeah, good to have you, Ren-pai.
Yeah, great to be here, man. It just felt much felt like I dropped right back, and it was really cool.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Mm,
This is what I liked playing with you. You would monologue the same way I do, so I feel home.
right,
Sometimes I would monologue and I would think, dude,
right.
Kunj, you have to remember to be concise. These guys don't know how deep you go. You have to be concise. But playing with
I
you, I'm
would
like,
say
yep,
we
I'm
all
back.
know by now how deep your
Yeah,
fucking monologue.
how deep the hole goes. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
for me,
man.
it fits in my character. Like he's a bard, and he
Yeah,
like
he's a bard, and so he likes listening to his own voice. I get that.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
This
god.
is common between him and me. The first character I played died on the first day. That was a warlock.
Yikes, dog.
And then I'm like, cool, I'm gonna be Bard, just who's just gonna stand in the corner and do nothing. Because that was the first session I played. I was leading sabse aage. Everyone is like paladin, and everyone is like, yeah, yeah, you go ahead. You scour, you do the stealthing because you apparently are nice. And I died. First encounter, first session.
You died.
That
So yeah,
Oh,
I
damn.
died. So next character I bought Bard, and I'm like, yeah, this is who I'm gonna be. Just gonna rant and talk about everything as you guys do talking.
So
So I
for me,
like
like
Ren-pai so much
right,
because
This
it's like I'm basically seeing myself play. the way you describe your trauma and serious things, and then you go into your, absurd love of yourself, which is good, and I like it, and which is basically reminds me of my own character. Yeah, man.
Hilarious,
That,
because my character, I saw two people die, and also saw them again, and I used to, and I got all of this stuff, and then I remember mine thing ended
yeah,
on a fight where I had to sing a dragon to sleep, and I almost died in that one.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
And we have, and you guys face three elephants, man. That
these three
who wants to
elephants.
do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Damn.
6 feet guys, 16 feet elephants. That's that's a lot. And not to forget, that was a skirmish, and you were basically in a castle, small castle.
yeah,
What?
yeah,
16-foot elephants
50
inside
of
a castle.
yes.
Yep. They basically had a moat going on, and they had one job to one guy to look at the drawbridge because some reinforcements were coming. And what happened was, after these guys came up and dealt with these guys, reinforcements did came up, but those weren't reinforcements. Obviously, those were pack of 50 orcs that were in who were basically, they were hiding from getting chased by. So it was amazing, man. They
And that was
had
Yeah,
three
a
wimpy
dragon
suits.
that came out of nowhere at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Ha, that was good session, man. Because I remember bringing Fuwa Fuwachi in the game, and the I gave her three choices. You can be the tavern master's daughter, you could be the leatherman's daughter, and you can be some other guy's daughter. She's like, okay, I'm gonna be the tavern guy's daughter. And remember what the archer guy did to the tavern guy? He basically shot one of our friends. Basically shot the tavern guy to death. So I had
wow.
basically, she came into the world of our game, and she realized basically her dad is dead. So this session starts with our friend over here, Ren-pai, uh, sitting very tired, two of his friends dead. Sun rises and a girl comes, very sweet, 15, 13-year kid. She's like, oh, I'm going to my village. And she goes to the village, and she realizes, oh, more death. So Renpai and Fuwa Huachi share this amazing relationship of, trauma and love, and, but elder brotherly, small sister, that kind of relationship. Because she goes there and she finds, yeah, my dad is dead. But that's not it. She actually tries to converse him with, and he talks to him via specter something. And basically, I, as a dad, as a DM, I cried to her that it was so fun meeting her. And as he says that 60-second conversation, he cries and his spirit just goes away, and it was so
Sad.
nice. Yeah. Yeah, man, that was the session. I really liked it, man.
Yeah, this was a cool.
This was
Let's
good.
see.
Yeah.
Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, lot of things happening. Yeah, we should try to start at 8:30, so we could definitely end at 2:30. I realize the concern
You mean
Bjork
two?
and
What did you just say? 2:30?
36 hour sessions are you back?
12:30.
He
Yeah,
just he
my
just
bad, my
slid
bad.
that in there. Yeah, we could end at 2:30.
Go as well if you didn't.
I mean, if you play on weekend, I would really like if you play on Friday or Saturday, I could actually play 8:30 to 2:30. I think I told Megaswap over here.
Yeah.
One of my session was 7.5 hours once.
I mean,
So I've done that.
Jesus.
hmm. Even
Yeah.
if weekend.
And
What?
yeah.
Yeah,
And that session
Dude,
was
7.5 hours.
I
basically,
am not prepared for a 7.5 hour session where 4 hours
Same.
of it is just Kunj monologuing.
Yeah, no.
dude, it's
Yeah,
fun though. It's fun. Dude, everyone gets to explore the things that they never do. I love it, man.
yeah,
Like normal things that no one would actually talk about. Like the relationship Renki and the Cumin guy have. It's so
yeah.
fun.
That's pretty cool, dude. That's fun.
Yeah. Like I know that one shots are so theatrical and so intense. And I always feel like, oh, wish there was something more. But
Yeah, I
man,
know what you mean.
I am like 25 now plus, and I like things which are slow and wholesome, and there is interaction, then there is slowness that begins to something more.
Hmm.
And yeah, man, this is a good session. Like imagine Cumin and Coriander having their own castle, mansion that you can come back to. This mansion has tethers which stops the magic, high level magic, and couple of other things. So imagine all those scenarios are so good.
Okay,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, before this goes into spoiler territory, I would like to thank you for coming
Yeah.
and watching, and till the
हाँ
next
भाई,
episode.
yes
Uh,
guys,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's keep going. Yeah.
wherever you